1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in to the game tonight. Strange game last night for the Orem Owlz. We went to like a million innings and ended up losing the game. But thanks for tuning in to the Wingmen. My name is Joey Hurley.
And I'm Chris Peterson.
Tonight we play the Ogden Raptors for Game 3 in this 4-game home series against the old Rappy Raptors.
I went home last night and my heart was crushed.
Yeah?
I mean, we not only did we lose the game, but I almost physically could not go on with life.
Wow. That's quite a... You're attached. You've attached too much.
But then I got a Dr. Pepper, and I was just fine.
That solves everything.
Mm-hmm. And here I go again, trying to get that sponsor to
give you crates and crates of Dr. Pepper.
That guy mentions us all the time. I could have a lifetime supply.
These Owlz radio broadcasts are brought to you by The Clean Home. A clean home is a luxurious home. J&J Services, Got Concrete, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsmanswarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, Escape Motorsports, Stevens Henniger College, All Pro Tires Under Car Care, where honest, fast, friendly service comes first, and Jack's Tire and Oil. And that baby out there must be 3 days old.
Where?
The one walking up the stairs here.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's not... It's a little bit older.
The baby's walking up the stairs. Didn't you see it?
Yeah, that's amazing. That baby's got to be
bionic.
Probably close to 2 months.
Well, let's see. What was I going to say? Welcome to the show tonight. Thanks for tuning in.
There is a baseball game.
There's a baseball game tonight. We have 4 more games in the regular season, and tonight's game is one of the deciding factors of the rest of how we enter the playoffs. The thing is, a lot of people have, we've been talking about it, all the different scenarios and all the different factors that are involved for us to get to go or not go to the playoffs. So if we win the game tonight and the Casper Rockies lose the game tonight,
they're down 11-2 right now. Wow. We've just been informed the Rockies are down 11-2.
Well, then it's a good chance that the Casper Rockies will lose. Then what happens is, if the Casper Rockies lose one more game of the next 3 that they play, we automatically go to the playoffs, regardless of how we do.
Is that right?
That is right.
So, now I expect the Rockies to pick up at least 2 games, 2 of their next 3.
Yeah, that's a good probability.
Win. They're going to be playing Ogden for the last 2. Ogden's going to be mailing it in, making sure all their starters are fresh and everything is ready to go. And so there's a good chance Casper is still fighting for that playoff spot. Now, we'll take at least one of those, if not both of those.
It might be that we need to win tonight and one more, and they need to lose only one more for us to go.
Right.
That might be the better way to describe it.
Yeah, we definitely need to at least win one of these 2 against Ogden.
Right.
And then one of them against the games against the Chuckers.
Okay. But we do have 4 more games left in the season if we do not make it to the playoffs. If we do make it to the playoffs, we could play 3 games, we could play 6 games, depending on how well we do.
Could be. Should we make the playoffs, we would be playing against Ogden. Ogden has their automatic bid to the playoffs.
Right.
And the first game would be on Friday here, and then the next 2 games in Ogden, should there need to extend to 3. It's a best of 3 series.
Right.
Then after that, it's another best of 3 series to decide the championship. And Helena already has their automatic bid. I'm hoping it's Missoula that comes out of there. I haven't really looked to see if they have a chance. I think it's between Missoula and Billings to come out of the top. Missoula Osprey right now are tied with Helena, 20-14 with their record. So they've really come alive here. And so they very well could be the team that comes out of the north.
Yeah.
And I hope it is them because I think they can beat Helena. And if they do, and if we could get past Ogden, I think we've got a very good chance to beat Missoula.
You think they can beat Helena?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Well, they've been
doing well so far.
They have to have beat them a couple times.
You're right. Down in the Pioneer League South Division, the Owls have a record now of 18-16. Ogden Raptors 17-17. Casper Rockies 16-18. Idaho Falls Chuckers down there at 13-21. Last night's game, again, the Owls lost it just barely. The Ogden won 3-2 over the Owls.
They stranded base runners out there. I don't know how many times. I think there were 8 base runners left in scoring position. Some of those on third base with guys or with one out, and they couldn't bring him home. So, unfortunate.
Well, let's see what's going on in the Pioneer League standings. Let's see. Dallas Morris, of course, up there still with his 52 RBIs. Bradley Coons up there with his 19 stolen bases. Kevin Lynch with his 8 saves. Stephen Merrick, Jose Arredondo, and Kelly Shearer are all up in the pitching top 10 of the Pioneer League standings with their ERA. Let's see. Dallas Morris also with his 89 hits, his 23 doubles. Mark Trumbo, 22 doubles. Dallas Morris, 35 extra base hits. Mark Trumbo, 30 extra base hits. Heinley Stacia, 6 triples on the season. Let's go over the starting lineups for tonight. First for your Ogden Raptors, leading off and playing center field, number 3, Adam Godwin. Godwin in center field. Batting second and playing second base, number 21, Jesus Soto. Soto at second base. Batting third and playing left field, number 18, Andrew Locke. Locke in left field. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 37, Russ Mitchell. Mitchell in third base. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 38, Jason Mooneyham. Mooneyham in first base. Right field is B.J. Richmond. Richmond in right field. Shortstop, Iván De Jesús. De Jesús, shortstop. The DH tonight for the Raptors, Rick Taloa. Taloa is the DH. And catching is Kenjil Pujols. Pujols catching for the Raptors. And pitching tonight for the Ogden Raptors, number 36, Jon Meloan. Meloan is a righty from Lenexa, Kansas. He's 6'3". He's a fifth-round pick in 2005. Meloan,
he's a bonus baby.
He's a record of 0-1, a 3.44 ERA on 34 innings pitched. He's got 47 strikeouts, 13 walks, 15 games that he's played in, only 5 games starts, though. Meloan pitching for the Raptors.
Very much a strikeout pitcher then.
Yeah.
For the Owls tonight, we're going to be leading off with Brad Kuhn. He's going to play center field, playing shortstop and batting second, Heinley Stacia. Dallas Morris in his usual spot, playing third base, batting third, and followed by Mark Trumbo in the cleanup spot, playing first base. Clint Whitkey continues as a designated hitter, batting in the fifth spot. Batting sixth and catching tonight, Brett Martinez. Colby Overstreet's entering the lineup, going to play right field for the Owls tonight, and bat seventh. Batting eighth and playing second base, Marco Albano. So a little change in the lineup there. And to round it all off, playing left field is going to be Josh Coles, and he's going to bat ninth in the lineup. So kind of going with some power down there at the end instead of some
yeah, that's an interesting bottom
like
three.
Normal. And pitching tonight, a new guy. He just came up from Mesa, Nick Adenhart. He's a right-handed pitcher. This is the first time we've ever seen him, so he's got zeros across the board in our league. But do you have the draft he's in?
He's from
14th round of the 04 draft, so last year.
And brought up from Mesa Angels. He's from Maryland. He's got a curveball, changeup, fastball, and
we're getting a little more information here.
He was a top 5 pick in his high school. One of the top 5 prospects in the whole country, but he got
out of high school players.
Tommy John surgery that brought him. Angels got him at a bargain.
Wow, they let him drop down to the 14th round. Wow, so apparently this kid, before the injury and the Tommy John surgery, was supposed to be like a first or second rounder. But here we got him in the 14th round. We'll see what he's got tonight. He's a right-handed pitcher. First time we're seeing him.
Now, what's the least amount of time it can take to recover from the surgery like that?
Oh, I don't know. Because recovery time is different for everybody. But it seems that it takes an off season to get through that.
So you can do it
has to happen during the season.
You can do it in less than a year then.
Yeah, you can, and you'll be back up in pitching. A lot of those pitchers bounce back from it pretty well. Some of them come back super well, and they pitch just fine.
So an interesting game out here tonight for the Orem Owls, a very important game here at the home of the Owl Stadium. There's no wind out there right now. Everything's
absolutely none.
Everything's dead. It's very interesting. And their shade has entered the infield already. It's about 7:05 out here in Orem, Utah. And again, this is Game 3 in a 4-game series against the Ogden Raptors here at home. On Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be playing the Idaho Falls Chuckers at their home in Idaho Falls, Idaho, which is about an hour away from where they filmed Napoleon Dynamite.
That's true.
In Preston.
Preston, Idaho has become famous since that movie came out.
Yeah.
We can talk about that for a long time, though. Not yet. Gosh, I love that movie.
That's good.
All right, well, they're going to take their warm-up pitches out there now. I'm really excited to see Adenhart pitch.
Yeah. He's a tall guy, very tall. He's probably 6'5", I would say.
Yeah, and we'll probably see him here as a regular next year, and probably going to be starting, one of our starting rotation pitchers. Now, the lower rookie leagues, Gulf Coast League, the Arizona League, all those rookie leagues, they're done now. Right. And so a lot of their prospects, or a lot of their best players are coming up to fill the next league up in their lineups. Like for us, we now have Gustavo Espinoza has already come up.
Right.
Aldrich has come up, and now Adenhart. So,
do they ever do that to give our players a rest?
It's partly that, but it's also partly to give a little bit more backbone to that lineup or that pitching staff. These aren't bad pitchers at all. I mean, they very well could have played with us the whole year.
Sure.
Some of these prospects. For Adenhart, a great example. I got him at a bargain price. He's been pitching very well. I wish I had his stats right here in front of me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was going to be pitching until just about 15 minutes ago. Sometimes the information leaks slowly through the clubhouse.
So out there on the field for the Owls, again, catching is Brett Martinez. First base, Trumbo. Second base is Albano tonight. Shortstop, Stacia. Third base, Morris. Coles is in left field, Josh Coles. Center field, Bradley Kuhn. And right field, Colby Overstreet. All right, here we go. Top of the first inning. Scoreless game, no outs, no runners on base. The Ogden Raptors are up at bat here against new pitcher, Adenhart. Batting first for the Ogden Raptors, number 3, Adam Godwin, center fielder. Godwin is from Enterprise, Alabama. He's batting .318 coming into the game tonight. 21 RBIs, 1 home run so far for Godwin. Here comes the first pitch of the game, the 0-0 pitch to Godwin, and it's a fastball. It hits the inside corner for strike 1. 93-mile-an-hour fastball there from Adenhart, pitcher for the Owls. 0-1 count, no outs, no runners on base.
Looks like Adenhart can locate that fastball pretty well.
There's the 0-1, and it's fouled back hard into the grandstands, almost hitting a cameraman over there. Strike 2 off a high fastball. 0-2 count now for Godwin.
Now, if Adenhart was a high school draftee in 2004, he's going to be about 19 years old right now.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
he's pretty young. He's a very young guy.
So, 86. Oh, my gosh. He doesn't even know what Michael J. Fox and Back to the Future.
There's the 0-2 pitch. It's a grounder back to the pitcher, Adenhart. He makes the easy toss to Trumbo at first and gets out number 1, a ground out right to the pitcher. 1 out now for the Raptors in the top of the first scoreless game. Now batting Jesus Soto, the second baseman. Now, I have that Soto as a switch hitter.
I've got it, too.
Okay, good. And he's going, looks like right. He's walking across the plate the other way. Usually they go around, but he cut right through.
Yeah, he's a get in your way kind of thing. I don't know. Everybody's got their superstitions. You'll see him maybe do a little ritual in there, bend the legs every time because that's what brings you luck. I don't know.
Here comes the 0-0 pitch now to Soto, and it's fouled back off a high fastball. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Soto.
That one coming at 94 miles an hour.
Not bad at all.
I'm guessing, once they get to the major leagues, I've said this before a couple times, I think a lot of major league pitchers, their fastball top off at 88, 89 miles per hour, so he's doing just fine with how much heat he's bringing in here. He just has to be able to locate it and does it there. Another fastball outside corner.
Wow.
Strike 2.
0-2 count already with 1 out, no runners on base. So far, Adenhart ahead in the count for both of these batters. Here's the 0-2 pitch now, and it's popped foul behind him again. 0-2 count still for Soto.
Well, Adenhart has thrown 6 pitches so far in this inning, and all of them have been strikes. And there's such a difference in the at-bat. If the first pitch is a strike, first 2 pitches, strikes, that's different too. But if a pitcher falls behind 1 ball and no strikes, it's a different ball game. It's a totally different at-bat. And there's a swing and a miss on a fastball outside, strike 3, first strikeout as an Owl for Nick Adenhart.
Beautiful. His one stat now. He got a strikeout. That was hard. The Soto had to reach for it across the plate. It was another outside hitting corner fastball, and it had to stretch a bit. And even if he would have hit it, he was so off balance, it would have been worthless. So 2 outs now for the Raptors in the top of the first. No runs scored. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Andrew Locke. There's another fastball inside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count now for Locke.
Well, we haven't seen anything off the night yet.
Yeah, that's true.
His curveball's a little bit faster. Comes in, what'd they say, 80? No, his curveball's 70s to 80s.
Yeah, 78 to 83.
And there's finally his changeup comes in at 80 miles an hour, and that one falls outside for ball 1.
The 1-1 count now, 2 outs, no runners on base. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Locke. Swing and a miss and a low fastball, strike 2. 1-2 count. That one fouled down, actually. 1-2 count for Locke. Locke is from Weymouth, Massachusetts, 19th round pick in 2005. Last night, Locke went 1 for 4 in the game with a single. Game 1 against the Owls, he went 2 for 5 with a single and a double. Here comes the 1-2 pitch now to Locke, and lets this one fly. And swing and a miss. Inside fastball, strike 3. And that's 2 strikeouts in a row. That ends the top of the first inning. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cedarberg. Mr. Cedarberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I look at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future, and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless game out here against the Ogden Raptors at the home here of the Owls. Pitching again for the Ogden Raptors, Jon Meloan, 0-1 record, 3.44 ERA on 34 innings pitched, 47 strikeouts, 13 walks. Meloan pitching out there for the Raptors. Up at bat this inning for the Owls, top of the lineup, of course, Kuhn, Stacia, Morris are the top 3 in the lineup tonight. And they're almost getting ready out there, taking a couple more warm-up pitches.
Nick Adenhart just took care of the Raptors order, 1-2-3 there. He's on the verge of a strikeout with the first batter, then nails the next 2 strikeouts. So 2 strikeouts in his 1 inning pitched
for the Owls.
I think he threw 1 ball in the whole thing. 11
That's
pitches,
right.
1 was a ball. That's good.
Wow.
That's very good.
Weren't they all fastballs, too?
Except for the ball. The ball was the only one that didn't hit the zone.
Weird. So here comes Bradley Kuhn up to the plate, left-handed batter. Kuhn from Willowick, Ohio, last played with the University of Nashville. He's batting .305 coming into the game tonight, up from .304 last night. Last night in the game, he went 1 for 5 with a single. Kuhn is playing center field tonight.
Did he not get a couple walks last night?
Yeah, let me check.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, okay, so it was like 1 for 3.
No, wait. This is game 2.
No, first pitch, fastball misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Kuhn.
No walks last night. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Kuhn, lets it fly. Inside fastball, gets the corner, strike 1. 1-1 count, no outs, no runners on.
If at first you don't succeed, throw the same darn pitch, but a little bit further inside.
Kuhn is 18 RBIs on the season, no home runs yet for Kuhn. Here's his 1-1 pitch, and he fouls it over the left field wall. Hard hit ball over that left field foul fence. Strike 2, 1-2 count.
Kuhn seems to be developing a little power lately, having this little surge. Some of these foul balls go very far. Could be home run balls or off the fence balls.
You're right.
Otherwise, had they been straightened out.
There's the 1-2 to Kuhn. Inside fastball, ball 2. 2-2 count now. Speaking of that, Kuhn has 65 hits on the season, and only 9 of them are extra base hits.
I'm not going to do the math to find out that percentage, but you can tell. This guy just hits a lot of singles.
There's a swing and a miss and an inside curveball, strike 3, and Bradley Kuhn strikes out swinging. That's pretty rare for him, actually. And 1 out now for the Owls in the bottom of the first. Still a scoreless game. Now batting will be Heinley Stacia, the shortstop. Switch hitter. He's batting from the left currently. Batting .296 coming into the game tonight.
He comes into tonight. He's hit safely in 16 of his last 21 games.
Woo.
Batting .340 with 13 RBIs in his last 10 games.
First pitch there, swing and a miss, trying to chase an outside curveball, strike 1. 0-1 count to Stacia.
I think some of these Owls batters are due for kind of a big game, a multi-hit game.
Sure.
Stacia's one. I think Dallas Morris is due for a game here.
There's a check swing and a high fastball, ball one. 1-1 count for Stacia. 1 out, no runners on base yet. Finally, Stacia, 39 RBIs, 2 home runs. He went 1 for 4 in the game last night with a single. Here's his 1-1 pitch. High fastball again, ball 2. 2-1 count now. The infield moving very close in on the grass. Statia's been known to bunt a few times as well.
Yeah, he'll try it sometimes, but he's definitely not the same bunt threat that you get from Brad Kuhn.
Correct.
Now, Stacia lately has been loosening up on his swing and being able to make connection, and the ball gets the ball goes out there, just kind of bloop singles here and there.
There's a curveball inside hitting the dirt, ball 3. 3-1 count now for Stacia. 1 out, no runners on base. Here's a 3-1 pitch. High fastball, swing and a miss. Hard swing on that one, strike 2. 3-2 count now for Stacia.
I think Stacia was expecting a strike with that 3-1 hitter's count.
For it.
It was going to swing regardless, but he got hung upstairs there. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
There's a 3-2 pitch now. Gets a hold of it, a grounder to the shortstop, De Jesus, and that one gets through him, getting past his glove there. That's going to be a single for Heinle Stacia. First runner on base tonight. This one goes to the Owls, a single for Heinle Stacia.
Well, they say those Latin American players those Latin players are very good up the middle players. Even though Statia's from Curaçao, I still count that as a Latin country down there in the Caribbean basin. One of the things that happens down there, and I haven't talked to Stacia about this, but a lot of other Latin players have this problem. They'll play in small streets and not have a field to play on, and they can't hit it to the sides.
You just go up straight.
Right, so they become these very good up-the-middle hitters.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because, you hit it into your neighbor's house, run, you don't get your ball back, anything like that. So they just naturally go that way. It's really funny.
So still a scoreless game here in the bottom of the first. Owls have 1 out and a runner on first base. Now batting is Dallas Morris, third baseman. First pitch there, swing on a fastball, strike 1. 0-1 count to Morris. Morris is batting .312 coming into the game tonight, down from .314 last night. He did get a hit, a single last night, and an RBI
at the very end of the game.
1 for 4, yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's the 0-1 pitch now to Morris. Let this one fly. It's a slow curve, and he grounds it foul into the plate. Strike 2. 0-2 count for Morris.
I guess Morris is suffering a slight slump, batting .283, only .283 over his last.
That is a slump for him, yeah.
He does have 1 home run and 12 RBIs, though. He has hit safely in 23 of his last 27 games. But a little bit since he's had a good multi-hit game here, or a big power game. And here's a high fastball, but they throw down to first base trying to catch Stacia off, and he's back in time. So that's ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Morris.
Stacia on first base now has 11 stolen bases. He got a stolen base a couple nights ago, right?
Last night, actually.
Last night, you're right. At his third at bat, he had a single and stole a base last night. So he's got a runner on first, 1 out. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Morris. Runner goes. It's a swing and a miss there, an inside fastball. The float is up over the glove. Out in infield, and Heinle Stacia safe on second base there with a stolen base. Well,
a strikeout, but a stolen base. No, they have not ruled that an error yet. So,
but Dallas Morris struck out swinging.
Right.
2 outs now and a runner on second for the Owls. And stepping to the plate now, Mark Trumbo, first baseman. Trumbo from Anaheim, California. He went 1 for 3 in the game last night with a home run.
Yeah, his 7th on the season.
Correct.
And we were talking about him being due for that home run. And
right.
There it was. He tied up the game at that point. Am I correct? Or took a lead?
No, we went. That was our first score. That was our first score in the game.
There's a high fly ball out in the left. Left fielder's running, and that's a home run, a 2-run home run. So 2 nights in a row now. Mark Trumbo, first pitch swinging. That did the trick, and the Owls are on the board here, 2-0.
Wow. I wasn't even looking.
In the bottom of the first, I barely caught it myself.
I was like reading my paper. Crack-a-boom, that one goes over the fence. The Owls now lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. That cleared the bases. And Mark Trumbo now has 8 home runs in the season and 43 RBIs. Good gracious, Trumbo. Maybe we should talk about home runs more when he's up at bat.
I think so. It seems to be a good segue into what he's going to do.
That's crazy.
And now it's going to bring Flint Whipke to the plate.
He's the designated hitter tonight. First pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count. 2 outs, no runners on base yet for the Owls. Flint Whipke is batting .296, up from .279 last night, where he went 2 for 3 with a single and a double. He's got 5 home runs and 18 RBIs. We don't see a lot of Whipke, but when we do, it's usually pretty productive.
Well, we've seen him lately. They've been using him as that designated hitter for the last almost week.
Here's the 0-1, and it's a curveball inside, gets the corner, strike 2, 0-2 count now.
That was a very good pitch.
That was. Pitcher Meloan hits that outside corner well with his fastball against these right-handed batters, and that curveball just get the inside, too. Here's the 0-2 now to Whipke, and it's another slow curve on the outside. But it
no way. They called it a strike on the outside, and I disagree, but...
That's a strike 3 looking for Whipke. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the first. We're now leading 2-0. Come on back.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta?
No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's. Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen.
Cindy.
Naomi.
Fazoli's. Faster, fresher, better.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners multiple policy discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with a no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're in the top of the second inning already, and the Owls are leading 2-0 over the Ogden Raptors thanks to a home run from Mark Trumbo that scored himself and Heinle Stacia. Fantastic. So coming up to bat this inning for the Raptors, Russ Mitchell, the third baseman. Again, he's facing our new pitcher, Nick Adenhart.
I think this is a good time for Trumbo to get his hot streak going, a power streak.
Yeah.
And we said at the beginning of the season, all those doubles, some of those are going to lengthen out by the end of the season and turn into home runs. They're doing it now.
There's the 0-0 pitch to Mitchell, and it's a grounder to Dallas Morse at third. He throws across the diamond to Trumbo for out number 1 off a first pitch there, ground out to third baseman Morris.
I think we're going to start seeing a lot of first pitch swinging.
Okay.
We'll see how Adenhart adjusts to that. As we saw there, in the first inning, Adenhart threw all those strikes and got up in the count 0-2 to, I think, every single one of the batters. No, the third batter was a little bit different.
Yeah.
But the first pitch has been a strike consistently, so I think the Raptors are going to try to adjust to that and swing on those. Good luck.
Now batting Jason Mooneyham. First pitch there, check swings and fouls one back off of his handle, a high fastball. Strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 out. No runners on for the Raptors.
Well, Mooneyham wanted the first pitch swing there, tried to check it, ended up getting jammed. That was a high fastball, a little bit inside. Good pitch by Adenhart to start off with.
0-1 pitch, another one fouled back there.
Fouled back,
a fastball, and that's strike 2. 0-2 count for Mooneyham. Again, Mooneyham is from Rancho Santa Margarita, California. He went 1 for 3 in the game last night with a single, 1 for 5 in the game game 1 against the Owls here with a single RBI. Here's the 0-2 pitch now to Mooneyham. Another one fouled off, this time over the left field wall, trying to kind of a check swing again. 0-2 count still for Mooneyham.
I think Mooneyham on that one was not sure whether it was going to be another fastball or something off speed because he's already seen the 2 fastballs. That one another fastball, so kind of swung late. Got a piece of it.
There's the 0-2, and there's the curveball from Adenhart, and it falls, misses the inside corner barely for ball 1, 1-2 count. 73-mile-an-hour curveball there from Adenhart.
You watch Mooneyham watch it in, and he kind of buckles his knees at the very end and holds up.
Here's the 1-2. Another one fouled back behind us. Still the 1-2 count for Mooneyham. Mooneyham's batting .280 coming into the game tonight. 27 RBIs, 6 home runs. He was batting .279 last night. He's up 1 point. He's a 40th round pick, but he's proved to be quite an asset to the Ogden Raptors team.
40th round.
Here's a 1-2 pitch now to Mooneyham. Way outside with a fastball. Ball 2. 2-2 count now. Scoreless game here in the top of the second. No runners on. The infield at regular depth. All the infield covered in shade, except for poor Heinle Stacia, who's in a little window of light out there.
That's a tough spot to be in.
There's the 1-2, swing and a miss. That's the curveball from Adenhart. Gets him. Strike 3, swinging.
Well, it was a nice little battle, but Adenhart comes up the victor there with his third strikeout on the night in 5 batters faced.
Wow.
2 roundouts and 3 strikeouts.
That's wild.
Pretty darn good so far.
2 outs now for the Raptors in the top of the second. Scoreless game. Now batting B.J. Richmond, the right fielder. He's a lefty, and he has a strange stance. Straight up in the air, bat held high over his head. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Richmond. Way inside with a fastball. It's passed. Ball 1. 1-0 count to Richmond. Richmond's from Belmont, North Carolina. He's a 7th-round pick, 2004. He's got a 1 for 4 in the game last night with a single. Batting .289 coming into the game, down from .290 last night. 30 RBIs, 5 home runs for Richmond. Here's his 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball coming inside. Strike 1. 1-1 count now for Richmond. Yay.
I think the first pitch in this at-bat was the first time that Adenhart didn't get a strike on the first pitch to the batter. But he got it on the second one. 1-1 count, and there's a fastball on the inside corner. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Interesting for
Richmond. Waste time.
So no runners on yet. The Raptors have not put a runner on yet. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Richmond. Lets this one fly. Swing and a miss. Low curveball. Strike 3. 4 strikeouts in 6 batters. And that's 3 out. That ends the top of the second. Still leading 2-0, the Owls are.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, Pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta, Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone, Pepsi.
Pepsi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelli, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew. And it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. My name is Joey Hurley.
And I'm Chris Peterson.
We're in the bottom of the second inning here at the home of the Owl Stadium. The Owls are leading 2-0 over the Ogden Raptors, and they're up to bat here in this inning. Here comes Brett Martinez, our catcher, to the plate. Still facing out their pitcher, Jon Meloan. So far, Meloan has struck out 3 out of the 5 Owls batters that he has faced. He's allowed 1 home run and a single, though, with those other 2. Very extreme.
We'll see if the pattern holds, but it goes strikeout, single, strikeout, home run, strikeout. So maybe it's a strikeout, double, hit kind of thing. Every other one, a hit.
It's okay with me.
I'll go with that.
So Martinez stepping to the plate for the Owls, the catcher. 274 batting average, Brett Martinez. Here comes his 0-0 pitch, lets it fly. And it's a curveball that hits the outside corner, dropping in like a grenade. Strike 1, 0-1 count. Martinez is a righty. He's from Redlands, California. I play with the Provo Angels, one of the returning championship players. Here's the 0-1 to Martinez. Fastball outside corner, gets that one too. Strike 2, 0-2 count to Martinez. That one very outside, but catches it for some reason. Black magic, I say it is. Here's the 0-2 pitch now to Martinez, lets it fly. And it's a curveball. Barely misses the outside that time. Ball 1. 1-2 count now.
So Brett hasn't swung on any of those, and Malone thought he could get him to chase that one. It was a pretty good-looking pitch, and a lot of plate discipline for Martinez to hold up on.
There's the 1-2. It's a high fastball this time, trying to change him up on the eye level. He wasn't fooled. Ball 2. 2-2 count now. Martinez is no fool.
Well, the problem with going from an off-speed ball that drops out of the zone to a high fastball, trying to get him to swing it at a high fastball, it's a very, it's a hard change for the batter to adjust to, but it's also a very hard change for the pitcher to create And there's a curveball that falls low again, so ball 3, but the catcher, Pujols, thought it was strike 3. He was about to throw the ball around the horn there.
Yeah.
Then looked a little foolish. At least he didn't end up throwing it.
Yeah,
So now it's a full count.
All right, no outs, no runners on. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Martinez. Lets it fly. Checks his swing and an outside fastball, and he does not. They say he went, so strike 3, check swinging for Brett Martinez. That's sad.
Well, again, I find myself disagreeing with the umpire.
Yeah. So 1 out now for the Owls in the bottom of the second. They still lead 2-0. Now batting Colby Overstreet, the right fielder. Overstreet is batting .252 coming into tonight's game. The last time Overstreet played was last night. He came in to pinch hit 1 time for Sancho Smith, and he flew out last night in the game.
I think we've seen Colby pinch hitting more than anything lately.
That's true.
He's been doing well off the bench. He usually comes up with a clutch hit when he comes.
That's true. Swing there on the first pitch, and it's a curveball inside, strike 1. 0-1 count to Overstreet. 1 out, no runners on base. Here comes Overstreet's 0-1 pitch, lets it fly. Inside fastball, ball 1. 1-1 count. Overstreet batting .252, 16 RBIs, and no home runs yet for Overstreet. Only him and Kuhn have no home runs in our usual lineup of people.
And there's another fastball, but that one gets by catcher Pujols. It's low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Overstreet.
Again, Overstreet attended Oklahoma State, attended Midland High School, played under Barry Russell. He also competed in the Sun Belt All-Star game.
Is that right?
Yep. There's the 2-1 to Overstreet. It's a slow, high curve, ball 3. 3-1 count now. That was a very interesting delivery from pitcher Malone. Kind of an overhanded, kind of a throw. There's a curveball. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Overstreet. Swing and a miss. In a curveball again. Strike 2. 3-2 count now for Overstreet. Curses. Overstreet is from Midland, Texas. Last played with the Oklahoma City University. He was drafted this year. He's 6'5". Good gracious. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Boy, that's. I don't know what that was. Changeup?
Yes.
I think that was a changeup on the outside for ball 4. And Colby Overstreet gets walked. The first walk in the game. And first walk for this pitcher Malone in this game. He now has 14 walks in the season. So runner on first base with 1 out. Stepping to the plate, Marco Albano, our second baseman tonight. Albano's a righty from Arlington, Massachusetts. Last played with Boston College. He's batting .209, 10 RBIs, 3 home runs for Albano.
You know, I find it interesting that all pitchers have a fastball of some sort. Even if they don't have it in the 90s, they have a fastball, the hardest ball they can throw. First pitch to Albano, fastball outside, ball 1. But not all pitchers have a changeup.
Right.
They can throw fastballs and control it and make it a strike, but they can't throw a changeup all the time and be able to locate it well. It's a pitch they really have to work on.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's an inside fastball for ball 2. 2-0 count now for Albano, Marco Albano, runner on first base. I'm trying to find the stat of how Albano hits with runners on because I haven't seen him hit in quite a while.
Well, we know he's got a couple home runs and those with runners on.
Yeah, with runners on, he's got 1 home run. He bats .089 though with runners on.
Swing and a miss on an outside fastball, and that's strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Albano. Catcher Pujols throws down to first base trying to catch Overstreet off the bag, and Overstreet's still safe at first.
Overstreet has 1 stolen base on the season, 2 caught stealings.
Right.
Michael Jordan's here. He's looking very pale.
How do you say that correctly?
Yeah,
a guy in a Michael Jordan jersey. It happens to be bald as well. Overstreet goes, high fastball, and almost misplaced the tag, but they do get him, and he's been caught stealing. So Overstreet out on an attempted stolen base.
He now has 3 caught stealings in the season, and Albano has the 3-1 count, and now 2 outs and no runners on base.
Well, I think the high fastball there really helped Pujols get up in time. He was already up anyways, so he didn't have to wait for a ball to come in low.
You're right.
Otherwise, Overstreet would have had a very good chance to get there.
There's the 3-1, swing and a miss, outside fastball, strike 2, 3-2 count for Albano. Pardon me. Albano, let's see. What else can I tell you about him?
I can tell you his college whooped the other college here in the Valley. Boston College came in on Saturday and played Brigham Young University there in the town right next to us, and took them down 20-3 in that game.
And there's a fastball inside for ball 4. Marco Albano gets walked. Second walk in the game for the Owls, and now they have a runner at first base with 2 outs. I'm not sure, but did I see correctly that USC was playing Hawaii.
That's right.
And USC beat them 63-17.
That's more than possible.
That's what I saw on a TV in the Chili's restaurant, but I wasn't sure.
I'm not sure how many players USC lost this year, but it was not very many. They've had most of their starters back from last year. So you've got your national championship team who went undefeated, and they're just amazing.
Now batting for the Orem Owls, Josh Coles, left fielder tonight. Coles' first pitch is a curveball that misses the inside for ball one. 1-0 is the count, 2 outs, runner on first base. Coles is batting .214 coming into tonight's game. And here comes Coles' 1-0 pitch there. Swing and a miss, high fastball. There's a throw to first base, and the runner is tagged out.
Albano off the bag.
Wow. And that's 3 out. That ends the bottom of the second. Owls still leading 2-0. Come on back.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Stack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Stack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Stack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come stack out for yourself at the Love Stack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Stack.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Peyton Sports and Trophies. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardwear, the North Face, and Sierra Designs, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owls ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 Quick Dry Nylon River Shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
1400 K-Star.
Oh, we're back on. Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're just having too much fun talking and chatting it up. We're in the top of the third inning now. The Owls are leading 2-0 over the Ogden Raptors. The Raptors have put up no hits up on the board yet. They haven't reached base yet. Our pitcher, Adenhart, our new pitcher, has put down all 6 of his bat he's faced. 1-2-3, 1-2-3. Ground out, strikeout, strikeout. Ground out, strikeout, strikeout.
Now, this is a pitcher who will definitely come in handy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I wonder how long they're going to let him go out there on the mound.
First pitch now to Iván De Jesús, the shortstop for the Raptors, is a swing and a miss on an inside fastball for strike one. 0-1 count, no outs, no runners on.
And there again, starting it off with the strike.
The strike pitch.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch now to De Jesús, and he gets a hold of it, a high fly ball out into right field. Underneath it is right fielder Overstreet. And Overstreet makes the catch way back on the warning track in right field for out number 1. Nice play there by Overstreet, following that ball all the way to the fence.
That's the first ball that went airborne.
That's right.
The only other 2 balls hit into any of the fielders were grounders.
Correct.
Yes, one of those
one to the pitcher,
and one to the third base. Little dinkers.
So 1 out now for the Raptors in the top of the third. Owls still leading 2-0. Now batting Rick Taloa, the designated hitter. He's a righty from Anaheim, California. Here comes the 0-0 pitch now to Taloa. Lets this one fly. It's a fastball that hits low outside. Ball 1. 1-0 count for Taloa.
Taloa seems to strike out a lot. 23 strikeouts and 64 at-bats, but he's a real power hitter. That guy is about 6'6" and 270 pounds.
Jeez.
He just puts the bat out there and check swings home runs.
There's a curveball outside that's passed. Ball 2. 2-0 count now for Taloa. I think that's about the third curveball we've seen so far out of the 30 pitches that he's thrown.
I think so, and we see Adenhart going away from Taloa for 2 reasons. He has long extension, very long extension in his arms, and again, power. He puts anything on that ball, it's going out of the park.
Here's the 2-0, and it's a high fly ball. This one's pretty high up in the air, though. Underneath it is Overstreet again in right field for the Owls, and he makes the snag in deep right field for out number 2. Another fly out.
That's one way to
the
get
right field, yeah. So you make him hit hard, but straight up in the air instead of long.
Probably that ball came into him a bit high fastball, but just at that right level so he could jam him up.
Sure.
but such a large strike zone on a guy who's 6'6", so
right.
a high fastball's got to be pretty high, and he did get it.
So 2 outs now for the Raptors in the top of the third. Now batting, Kensho Pujols, the catcher. First pitch to Pujols there, and it's a swing and a miss and a curveball, strike one. 0-1 count, 2 outs, no runners on. Pujols is from Bani Matagorda, Dominican Republic. 205 batting average, 11 RBIs, 2 home runs. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Pujols. Way outside with a curveball. Another one passed. Ball one. 1-1 count for Pujols. That's about 3 passed balls so far to Martinez, catcher for the Owlz. But thankfully, no runners have been on base.
Right. Well, Adenhart seems to have trouble with that particular curveball that he's trying to throw to fall outside.
I think it's the faster curveball that he throws. It's the more upper speed 176. There's the 1-1, and Pujols cracks that one out into left field, a line drive, and it drops in front of left fielder Coles, and that's going to be a single, the first hit on the night for the Ogden Raptors. They now have a runner on first base with 2 outs. Those Raptors.
He got a high fastball, but it wasn't high enough. Got a real good piece of it and ripped it right over the shortstop head.
Angle is just off.
Just off. Hung it just slightly too high. It's all about angles.
Yeah, geometry. That's what it's called. Now batting for the Raptors, Adam Godwin, center fielder, top of the lineup. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Fastball barely misses the low corner. Ball one. 1-0 count for Godwin. Godwin's another righty. He's from Enterprise, Alabama, batting .318 coming into the game tonight. Last night, Godwin had a single. Here's his 1-0, and a fastball barely misses again on the low corner. Ball 2, 2-0 count. That was the same exact pitch and same exact place.
I think this is the first time we're seeing Godwin in the lineup as a starter. Did he start on Saturday? Maybe, maybe not. Last night he came in to pinch hit, and that's when he got his single. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and chopped foul down the first baseline for foul one, or strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The last time I saw him start was like the last game in the home game for the Raptors.
Oh, so 3 games ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because last night, no, and the night before, he didn't even come in at all.
Well, that was a great pickoff move, but Pujols gets back in time, just barely, on the throw to first. Pujols does not have any stolen bases. He's 78 at bats, so he hasn't got a whole lot of time out there.
There's a 2-1, and it's fouled off again. Strike 2, that one behind him. 2-2 count now for Godwin. You would think that if a base runner has no stolen bases on the season, that might just be an equal threat than them having like 20, because maybe they want to do it now.
Because untested, unpredictable, something like that.
Right, that might be even more scary.
Now, if you got a runner who's been caught like 23 times but no successful stolen bases, he's probably not going to run anywhere. It's like getting Frank Thomas on base for the Chicago White Sox. He just doesn't run. There's another a ball fouled off behind, so still 2-2 the count. Fighting off some pitches there.
Yeah. Still no runners on and 2 outs for the Raptors. I'm sorry, a runner on first. 2 outs. Infield at regular depth. Depth regular. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Godwin. Fastball barely misses inside for ball 3. That one almost dropped by Martinez. Catcher for the Owlz. He does not have to make a throw. 3-2 count now for Godwin.
Yeah? You know what I love about the different sounds we make in language? You can have a whole conversation without really even saying a word.
I agree.
Just a lot of,
There's the 3-2, runner goes, and it's a foul ball behind him there. There's a hit-and-run play, but a high fastball made him scoot it back. So still the 3-2 count and still a runner on first base for the Rappy Raptors. I like saying that. So as a team, Ogden is batting .279. They have 501 strikeouts as a team, and that's the least in the entire league.
That's a good stat to have.
Here's the 3-2 pitch to Godwin. Runner goes again, swing and a miss on a high fastball, and that's strike 3 and out number 3. That ends the top of the third. Owlz still leading 2-0. Come on back.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learn an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in a classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. You know, it's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what is it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're already in the bottom of the third, and the Owls are still leading 2-0 over those crazy Raptors. The sun has set out here in Orem, Utah. It's a beautiful sunset over the mountains to the east.
That was quick. It seems like it's getting quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
That means winter's coming on, and that first snow's going to get here sooner than I want it to.
It used to be about 9:45 when it would finally get dark.
Yeah.
And now it's like 8.
Well, I don't know about 9:45, but completely dark.
Don't contradict me on the air, Chris. Just go along with me, okay? I do with you all the time.
Do I have to wear the ribbons of shame now, Joey?
No, you have to do something that where the radio audience can see your shame.
All right, go ahead.
You have to talk in a silly voice the rest of the game. Talk like Mickey Mouse the rest of the time.
Oh, I don't do Mickey very well.
Yeah, you can. All right, we're in the bottom of the third. Owls are leading 2-0. Now batting for the Orem Owls, Josh Coles again. He was left out there at the plate when Albano was caught stealing. So here's his first pitch, and it's a curveball that hits the inside corner for strike one. There's a swing and a miss and an outside fastball, strike two. 0-2 already for Coles.
Well, he swung on that one, didn't he? Did he? Huh?
Sure did, Mickey.
I can't do it, Joey.
That was good. That was pretty good, actually.
Really? Oh, gosh.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch now to Coles. Lets it fly. Fastball outside. Ball one. 1-2 count now. No outs, no runners on base. Again, Coles batting .214 coming into the game tonight.
Coles, a power hitter. A lot of strikeouts, but a lot of home runs, too. 6 home runs in 117 at-bats. That's pretty good.
Which is strange because I don't think I've seen Coles bat in maybe 5 games or something, unless he came into pinch hit.
There's a ball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now, the count to Coles. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And swung on, but fouled behind, so still 2-2.
I'm sorry, he played in game 1, actually, in this series.
He did.
He was ninth in the lineup in game 1, and he had a
single twist of events.
No, he just struck out. And then his next at-bat,
that's right. He only got one at-bat.
That was strange.
That was strange.
There's the 2-2 pitch now to Coles, lets it fly. Checks his swing and an inside fastball, and it's good. Ball 3, 3-2 count. It's good.
It's good.
No outs, no runners on for the Owls yet. Let's see, Coles.
Most of these Owls batters in the last couple have been getting full counts on them at least. Some of them have struck out, and again, we've talked about how we disagreed with those calls, but a lot of them have earned walks. But here's a swing, grounder, shortstop, De Jesus, and the throw is high, and it pulls Mooneyham off the base.
Wow.
So safe, runner safe. On first, they're going to charge a throwing error to De Jesus.
That was a hard hit grounder to the shortstop. The throw was just a couple feet too high and didn't come down on the bag at the right time. And runner now on first base with no outs. Cool.
All right. Here we have a leadoff runner on, and that'll bring up Brad Kuhn.
Back to the top of the lineup here. Let's see. Brad Kuhn, over his last 5 games, has been batting .238.
There you go.
Here's his 0-0 pitch. He shows bunt, but pulls back, but a fastball hits the outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count, no outs, runner on first base.
Kuhn is probably the second most reliable batter in the lineup.
Yeah, with his singles.
Right, hits for average very well. Dallas Morris up there with his batting average. You can usually count on him for at least 1 hit in the game.
You're right.
Same thing with Kuhn. A lot of hit streaks that they snap somewhere in the teens. Right now, he's got a 10-game hit streak going coming into tonight.
Here's his 0-1 pitch, and it's a bunt foul at the third base line there. Strike 2, 0-2 count now for Kuhn. And now he can't use his patented bunt anymore.
He can't. Well, he did something on that bunt attempt that I haven't seen him do before. He showed bunt as if he was going to bunt back to the pitcher down the first baseline, then changed the angle of his bat, trying to slap it down the third baseline.
Pushed it over.
Right, third baseman Mitchell was not playing in very close. They were going to...
That's a good idea, then.
Yeah. He caught that, and that was very interesting the way he tried that. He tries a bunt anyways, and that's popped out of play, and so that's going to be strike 3 and off of the foul bunt.
Oh, man. That's the second time I've seen that in 2 games, and I've never seen it in the 60-something games we played in the whole first season. Or maybe I did, and I just didn't know what it was. And I was confused for 2 innings. I'm like, who do I ask? What do I do? All right, so 1 out now for the Owls in the bottom of the third. We still lead 2-0, still have a runner on first. Now batting will be Heinle Stacia, the shortstop. He had a single his last at-bat, the first hit on the game for the Owls, and then he was brought home by Trumbo's home run. Here's the 0-0 to Stacia, way inside with a fastball, scooting him back there, ball 1. 1-0 count to Stacia.
I think Malone's mad at Stacia for getting that hit.
Yes.
Then stealing the base, then scoring the run.
Well, no, he can't hold a grudge. He's a baseball player.
Oh, no. They're very kind-hearted and forgiving, every single one of them.
There's a grounder back to the pitcher. He makes a throw to second base, gets the out, makes a throw to first base, gets the out, and they turn the double play there. That's the 1-4-1-6-3 double play.
Yeah, right. It was the shortstop that got it. So the 1-6-3 double play and 3 outs now.
That ends the bottom of the third. Owls still leading 2-0. Come on back.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace. Serving all of Utah County, visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. We're in the top of the fourth inning. The Owls are still leading 2-0 over the Ogden Raptors, and still pitching out there for your Orem Owls, new pitcher Nick Adenhart. And I say new because he's new to the roster, not new to the game tonight.
He's pitched the first 3 innings. We are now in the top of the fourth. 3 innings, shutout ball, only just allowing one batter on base at all. First pitch swung on. Deep into right, and Kuhn's following it, and it's off the wall there, and it's going to be a double for Jesus Soto.
Wow, second hit on the night for the Ogden Raptors, and it's going to be a double. Soto now has his 16th double on the season. Good gracious. And now a runner on second base with no outs for the Raptors. Now batting will be Andrew Locke, the left fielder. Locke struck out swinging his last at-bat, batting .288 coming into the game tonight. Let's see how Locke does with the runners in scoring position.
Well, this is the first time on the night the Raptors have had runners in scoring position, or a runner in scoring position.
That's true.
And we've talked about the first pitch swinging because already tonight, because Adenhart pitches a lot of first pitch strikes and uses the fastball to do that. So you connect on one of those, that's a good deal. And there's a pass ball from Martinez. And it's too far past him, so Soto moves down to third base on the pass ball.
Yeah, Martinez made quite a rocket throw out to third. Wasn't in time for some reason.
And that is a ball, a pass ball, so a ball for Drew Locke.
Locke bats .286 with runners in scoring position. And now a runner on third makes it even better for him. He has 3 home runs and 18 RBIs with runners in scoring position. So no outs, runner on third. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Locke. And it's a fastball. It hits the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 count now. No outs, runner on third.
The only Owlz infielder playing sort of far in, about level with the bag, is Dallas Morris at third base. Everybody else is playing regular depth, and there's a grounder to second baseman Albano. Comes off of his foot, and so that'll score the run, and runner is safe at first. And they're going to charge an error to Marco Albano, second baseman for the Owls.
So Locke does not get the RBI for that?
No, that's hard to do because that would have scored the run regardless. The grounder was slow enough.
It would have been an RBI and a fielder's choice kind of a thing.
Right, exactly. So that will be an RBI for Locke.
So the Owls are now leading 2-1 over the Raptors here in the top of the fourth. They still have no outs and now a runner on first base. Now batting for the Ogden Raptors, Russ Mitchell, third baseman. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Mitchell. Shows bunt, pulls back. Inside fastball is dropped by Martinez. He doesn't have to make a throw, though. Ball 1, 1-0 count now.
Seems to be a lot more balls being dropped by Martinez. This is not a regular thing for Brett. He is known as a defensive catcher and a very good defensive catcher. However, Adenhart is not a pitcher he's worked with really before. So perhaps it's the timing, just knowing each other what they're going to pitch. And there's a fastball swung on, and it's a fly ball. And Coles in left field calls off Kuhn and brings it down for out number 1.
Excellent. Martinez did have a night off last night. Maybe he's just,
just one night off, though. Yeah.
It shouldn't make a big difference.
Really don't get a lot of rest with just one night off, so.
I do. I made a pin. I get oxidized really quick.
You have to oil me again.
Exactly. Oil can. Oil can.
You said oil can. Everything goes back to Wizard of Oz with you.
That's how you do it. So 1 out for the Raptors. Runner on first. Now batting Jason Mooneyham. First pitch way outside with a fastball. Ball 1. 1-0 count. 1 out. Runner on first. Mooneyham struck out swinging his last at-bat as well. Batting .280 coming into the game tonight. And why does it smell like smoke in here?
It's the barbecue area drifting our way.
I thought this was hermetically sealed. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss, high fastball, strike 1. 1-1 count for Mooneyham. Is that the right word? Hermetically?
I'm not even sure.
How you say it?
That's not a word I'm very familiar with.
Like a decontamination room where they go in and they deal with like
sealed off
Ebola and botulism.
Well, they did not use sealant around the windows, and so we don't have or weather stripping or whatever it is. I don't know what that is.
Weather stripping. And that fog coming in turned them all inside out. There's a curveball inside corner, gets it. Strike 2. 1-2 count for Mooneyham. 1 out, runner on first base. He's getting ready. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes, and it's a swing and a miss there. The throw to second base is way over to the right of the bag.
Almost got him on, but just missed. I
think got him on the swipe.
Right. Statia's body got him, but still 2 outs. A stolen base.
And that is the first stolen base on the entire season for Andrew Locke.
Oh, that's shameful.
That's awful.
However, the second strikeout of the night for Jason Mooneyham, and the 6th strikeout for Adenhart, the Owls pitcher,
out of 14 batters. So 2 outs, runner on second. Now batting B.J. Richmond. Here comes the 0-0 pitch, and it's fouled back behind us there. Strike E1. 0-1 count for Richmond.
Owls should be out of this inning by now, but a little bit of a defensive mishap allowed Locke to get on base in the first place.
Right.
So we'll have to face B.J. Richmond here and put him away. He struck out his last at bat.
Good. For the 3rd out of that inning, here's the 0-1 pitch to Richmond, and it's fouled back there. Saw that hanging curveball or hanging fastball. That doesn't make sense.
But it was a higher fastball.
Can there be a hanging high fastball?
You can hang a fastball, yeah. Just put it in the wrong place. But that one, that fastball, a high fastball, but gets him to foul behind him. 0-2 the count to Richmond. We'll take a strikeout here. And there's a swung on, but fouls it down. Just barely got a piece of it on a curveball.
Still the 0-2 count for Richmond. 2 outs, runner on second. Let's see how Richmond bats with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. He bats .216. He's had 8 RBIs with runners in scoring position and 2 outs.
I love how there's a statistic for every single situation in baseball.
There's the 0-2, check swing, inside curveball, ball 1. 1-2 count. Martinez almost loses that one again as well. Now the 1-2 count for Richmond. And when Jupiter is in the 7th house and there's a unicorn flying over the stadium, how does he hit?
Well, in that situation, he bats .417. Yeah, that's right. 417, the unicorn, you said, right?
Yeah, not the Pegasus.
Right, 417, that's right.
And there's a curveball inside that misses. Ball 2. 2-2 count now for B.J. Richmond. And there's going to be a little conference on the mound with Martinez, our catcher, talking out to Adenhart, telling him, you can do this.
Or maybe that, or, hey, I thought this sign meant this. Maybe there's been just a little bit of a mix-up in the signs or something that could be the reason why some of these balls are dropping.
I was driving down the street.
Away from Martinez.
I was driving down the street in L.A., and some of our signs got mixed up that I was giving to another driver.
Oh, yeah?
And it ended in a big brawl. Here's the 2-2 pitch now to... Nope, taking a little break there, checking his runner on second, taking a step off the mound.
Fortunately, no handguns involved or
no road
like
rage.
That was good.
It was okay.
It was just a verbal brawl.
Here's the 2-2 pitch now to Richmond, lets it fly. And it's a high fly ball going foul into the berm, strike 2, and I still strike 2. I just noticed that the berm is almost completely full out there.
It looks like they've discovered the secret. Oh, yeah. Bring in there. Well,
did you know,
you can't bring in water coolers.
Did you know Woodstock, at that point in time, was the most amount of people gathered in one place at any time? There was 500,000 people in one place. That was the most at that time. What beat it? I don't know what the new record is. There's the 2-2 with the grounder back to the pitcher. He throws to first base Trumbo. It's high, but he makes the snag for out number 3. That ends the top of the fourth. The Owls are now leading 2-1. Come on back.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross, Into the Blue, by Bei Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
Okay, I have got to know, how do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to gotconcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quinn to Point of the Mountain. Find us at gotconcrete.com.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. I feel so smart now. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. They never know why.
We have such strange information,
random
facts at our fingertips between all of our collective idiot knowledge. So maybe I'm the idiot knowledge, and you guys bring the rest of the stuff.
It's obscure. So bottom of the fourth, the Owls are leading 2-1 over the Ogden Raptors. Owls are up to bat here. Dallas Morris leading off this inning. As leadoff batter, Dallas Morris bats .400 as a leadoff batter.
That's pretty good.
He's had 3 home runs as a leadoff batter, 3 solos.
And he's due.
Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Morris. Swing and a miss. Outside curveball, strike 1. 0-1 count, no outs, no runners on. Morris sadly struck out swinging his last at-bat. That was the weird inning where we went strikeout, single, strikeout, home run, strikeout. Here's the 0-1 to Morris there, and it's a fly ball going foul over the right field wall there. Strike 2, long foul ball, 0-2 count for Morris.
Would have been a home run the opposite way. It was about, 20, 15 feet from the foul pole there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm realizing, Joey? I think if we pooled our collective knowledge and they let all of us be a contestant at the same time, but for the same group on Jeopardy, we could make a pretty darn good run.
There's the 0-2, swing and a miss. Outside fastball, strike 3, trying to chase that one. And again, Dallas Morris strikes out swinging. That's very strange.
Very strange. Morris not usually getting a multi-strikeout game. In fact, he's really worked on his plate discipline.
Right.
And was earning more walks and strikeouts and doing very good at connecting with pitches, but perhaps he's not getting a lot of decent pitches to look at lately.
Now batting for the Owls, Mark Trumbo. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Inside fastball, barely misses, ball 1. 1-0 count, 1 out, no runners on for the Owls yet. Trumbo had a home run his last at-bat with an RBI for himself and for Heinle Statia. Here's the 1-0, curveball inside, gets the corner, strike 1. 1-1 count for Trumbo. Trumbo now has 8 home runs in the season and 43 RBIs. He's tied with Billy Boyer.
Right, second place on the team in home runs.
Yep.
Dallas Morris has 9. Boyer and Trumbo both have 8.
There's the 1-1, check swing and an inside curveball. It goes low, ball 2. Nice eye there. 2-1 count now for Trumbo. Let's see, Trumbo, over his last 5 games, has been batting .238. Here's his 2-1 and cracks a fly ball way out to center field. That one's going back towards the warning. Nope.
And that is off of the batter's eye. That would have been a home run in any other part of the park. No, they do call it a home run. Good, because the batter's eye is slightly behind. So a solo shot, second home run on the night, and as many at-bats, and the Owls are on top. 3-1. Trumbo's now 2 for 2 with 2 home runs in a row. Good gracious. I don't know what's going on there, but I like it. So Trumbo now with 9 home runs and 44 RBIs. Wow. Yeah, the batter's eye is about 3 or 4 feet behind the outfield fence. I don't know. If there's a batter's eye up that high and you've hit the ball 408 feet and you straight away dead center, that's the longest. I don't care. The longest place. That's amazing. Well, it's slightly longer. 412 and then 408 or something like that. Right, exactly. Jeez. Okay. The first to Whipke. Whipke now on his second pitch has slapped it through between first base and second base in a single. Now Whipke's on base. Yeah, with 1 out. Soto, the second baseman for the Ogden Raptors, did kind of a comical dive for that one, sliding on his stomach in the grass. Kind of like a penguin entering the Antarctic waters. Perfect example of something dumb. I'm just kidding. 1 out for the Owls. Runner on first. Now batting Brett Martinez, the catcher. Martinez struck out check swinging his last at-bat, batting .274. Here's his 0-0 pitch, and it's a fastball, but he fouls it off. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Martinez. The verbal abuse that happens in this booth. It's all in our generation. That's how we were raised. That's right. That's how we show that we're having a good time. There's a throw over to first base. Runner still safe. Whipke diving back. The throw was high, so he was safe anyway. Whipke has no stolen bases on the year. Yeah. No attempts either. How many at-bats for Whipke? Only 71, but with tonight 73 now. Okay. There's another throw again? No, still safe. Let's see. Martinez at the plate now for the Owls. He's been batting .385 over his last 5 games. 4 RBIs and a home run in his last 5 games. That's right. He had a home run up in Ogden. That's right. That was a great home run. Yeah. There's the 0-1 pitch now to Martinez. High inside fastball. Ball 1. 1-1 count. Our bus driver, Nate, found the ball that Martinez hit the home run and gave it to him. That's right. That bus ride home. That was pretty cool. So 1-1 count now. Nice to have that memorabilia. Yeah. Put it on your mantle, your Mickey mantle. There's the 1-1 to Martinez. Gets a hold of it, cracks it out into right field. And it's a line drive right there to B.J. Richmond. Well, that's going to catch Whipke off the bag, and they... No, he dropped the ball. What are you talking about? No, well, they call him out. They throw him first base, gets Whipke trying to tag back, and that's 2 outs, a little double play there kind of thing. That ends the bottom of the 4th. The Owls are now leading 3-1. Come on back.
Hello, you've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini-mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 5th inning already. The Orem Owls are now leading 3-1 over the Ogden Raptors, thanks to another home run from Mark Trumbo, getting an even bigger lead. And out there on the mound still for the Orem Owls, Nick Adenhart. And Nick Adenhart has a special message for Henry, who's listening at home. He'd like to say hi to Henry.
Is that back in Chicago? I think that's Nick's brother. We know you're out there, Henry.
No, he's Maryland.
We know you're out there.
I don't know.
Well, maybe he's not in Maryland.
Oh, that's right. Where are you, Henry? Call us and tell us.
All right.
Now batting for the Ogden Raptors is Iván De Jesús. First pitch, first swing. It's a grounder to Dallas Morris at third. He throws to Trumbo at first. Gets the out. Another first pitch out there.
And that was a shot.
Yeah, that was
a third baseman.
A laser.
Came up with it. A laser beam.
Right. So one out for the Raptors in the top of the 5th. Owls still leading 3-1. They have no runners on base. Now batting Rick Taloa, the designated hitter. He flew out to right field his last at-bat, batting .266 coming into the game tonight.
Big Rick with a big stick here.
Yeah.
We don't want him to lessen the lead here.
Right.
There's a first pitch swung on and a fastball missed. Strike one.
Now, in a pitch like that, did he just swing in front of it or behind it, or did it go outside of him? There's the 0-1, and he cracks it out to right field. That one's going to drop in the gap there in between Overstreet and Kuhn out in deep right field, and that's going to be a single for Rick Taloa, his first hit on the night, and the third hit on the night for the Raptors. So runner on first, one out.
Well, the one before that, he was slightly in front of the pitch, even though it was a fastball. He was in front of it just barely. Now that one, he got it was an outside pitch, but he was able to connect because of his long extension. Right. Huge, just long arms on this kid, and put a solid ball right over there into right center field. So runner on, and now batting is Kings Hill Pujols. His first pitch is a fastball outside for ball one. Pujols singled his last at bat. Okay. One of the 3 hits for the Raptors on the night.
Here's his 1-0. Swing out, fouled down there. It's passed. And Martinez makes a throw to second base and gets the runner going to second. That's Rick Taloa. Caught stealing on that.
That really surprised me that he went, and it was not fouled down. It was a swung on and miss, okay. So strike one. Then. But, wow, why I say I'm really surprised, he's a very large boy.
Yeah.
And the visiting radio guy, the Ogden radio guy, told me, don't expect to see this guy run ever. He's never going to reach third base on a hit just by himself. There's a swung on and missed on a curveball. So strike 2 now to Kings Hill Pujols. The ball that got to Martinez was dropped.
Right.
Passed. He had to take time to find the ball, get it, then throw to second base, and still got him out.
Wow. That's strike 3 there and an inside curveball and out number 3. So that does it for the top of the 5th inning. Owls still leading 3-1. Come on back.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
The Wolverine, or Kulalaskus, makes its den close to the I-15 freeway in Orem, Utah. Its feeding grounds on the campus of Utah Valley State College provides the Wolverine with a plentiful diet of over 32 four-year programs and an array of savory associate's degrees. But the Wolverine's an insatiable hunter and has developed an appetite for larger prey in the NCAA. Its recent forays have already disrupted Division I wildlife throughout the region. The Wolverine's a ferocious fighter, known to defeat animals several times its size. Humans should avoid confrontation with Wolverines wherever possible. Yet, for the sake of research, we went into the Wolverine den to record their behavior.
For decades, the cougar's been presumed by ecologists and athletic directors in Utah to be at the top of the provincial food chain. Now, with the introduction of the green and gold UVSC Wolverines into the NCAA Division I ecosystem, it's evident that, as they say, there's a new color in town.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everybody, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. We are entering now the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Owls still on up 3-1. Our pitcher, Nick Adenhart, has been pretty darn good, nigh unhittable even. On the mound still for the Raptors is Meloan, Jon Meloan. He's pitched the first 4 innings here. Now in the bottom of the 5th, he'll be facing the bottom of the order for the Owls, Colby Overstreet, Marco Albano, and Josh Coles. And I just knocked something over behind me. Oh, it's a cardboard buffalo. How about that?
Now batting for your Orem Owls, Colby Overstreet, right fielder. No outs, no runners on. Here comes the 0-0 pitch now to Overstreet. And Meloan lets this one fly. And it's a fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count, no outs, no runners on. Overstreet got walked his last at-bat, first walk in the entire game. Overstreet batting .252 coming into the game tonight. Here's his 0-1 pitch, and gets a hold of it. A grounder to the second baseman, Soto. He throws to first baseman Mooneyham and gets the out. A ground out there for Colby Overstreet to the second baseman, Soto. The 1 out now for the Owls in the bottom of the 5th. We still lead 3-1. Now batting is Marco Albano, the second baseman tonight. Albano walked his last at-bat as well, and then was caught stealing. That ended that inning.
Or picked off the bag, leading off too far.
Oh, that's right.
Just slightly. So showing good plate discipline there, but getting fooled a little bit on the base pass.
Right.
That's okay. We do have a 2-run lead here, 3-1.
There's the 0-0 to Albano. It's a curveball. Hits the inside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count to Albano. 1 out, no runners on base. Albano batting 209 coming into the game. 10 RBIs, 3 home runs. Okay. Here's the 0-1. It's fouled back there. Strike 2 off a curveball. 0-2 count now. And 1 out.
All right, 0-2 count to Albano. Albano comes into tonight with a 209 average. Did you already say this?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I didn't say his RBIs.
He does have 3 home runs and 10 RBIs.
Here's his 0-2 pitch. Outside fastball. Misses the low corner. Ball 1. 1-2 count for Albano.
There's nobody on base for him now. His last home run was a 3-run shot, I believe. Albano at the plate. It seems when you connect with the ball here with the pitcher Meloan, most of them go pretty far. Trumbo has shown us that. He's got the 2 home runs on the night. So far, the hero. There's a fastball high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now, so far in this series, the Raptors have won. We won the first game, and the Raptors won the second game, just barely. So we play tonight and one more against the Raptors here at home. Here's the 2-2 to Albano. It's grounded down, third baseline foul. Still the 2-2 count. Tom Kochman back into the third base coach's box. Keith Johnson out in the first base box. Again, Zeke Zimmerman, our pitching coach. Jay Wilkin, our strength and conditioning coach. Aaron Wells, our athletic trainer. Brett Crane, our clubhouse manager. There's a 2-2 pitch to Albano. High inside fastball. Ball 3. 3-2 is the count now. 1 out.
Very high. That did not accomplish anything that Malone wanted it to there. So full count now to Albano, and he's, again, exercised very good plate discipline. Whatever happens, it will be a quality at bat. And a high curveball that does not fall for a strike. And ball 4, and Albano on for the second time tonight with 2 walks.
That's right. Albano has not done much in his last 5 games. Only 2 at-bats in the last 5 games and no hits or anything. Now batting for your Orem Owls, bottom of the lineup, number 27, Josh Coles. Coles is a righty, playing left field tonight. He had a single his last at-bat.
Reached on an error on that at-bat.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
I just wrote a hit.
It was that was the ball that was thrown high, and Mooneyham had to jump for it.
That's right.
And didn't get to it. There's a fastball inside, misses, ball 1 to Josh Coles.
1-0 count, 1 out, no runners. Runner on first base, infield at regular depth. And again, Coles is from Nampa, Idaho. Here's his 1-0 pitch, and checks the swing at a high fastball for, nope, didn't do it. Strike 1, 1-1 count.
They called that a strike?
What just happened there?
Please tell me that wasn't a strike.
Good. I thought
No, it is ball 2.
Okay.
There's a high fastball. He checked his swing. Catcher Pujols got up quickly because he was going to try to throw down to first base, but Albano got there and just didn't even attempt to throw it. So Albano's going to have to be careful. He takes an even bigger lead after the pitch is off, as most players do, but his lead seems to be a little extra large. And without any stolen bases on the year, I think Marco Albano is getting a little antsy, and there might be a call out there trying to get him at least a hit and run or stolen base. There's a curveball falls for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Coles.
Albano's on first base again, has no stolen bases, and Josh Coles at the plate right now for the Owls. There's the 2-1. Nope, throw over to first base. Runner still safe. Still the 2-1 count. 1 out, runner on first. Let's see, Coles last played with Redlands East Valley High School, which is the high school that him and Brett Martinez attended together.
So he is from Redlands, California?
No, he's from Nampa, Idaho.
That's weird.
Wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
That's got to be a different high school. Yeah,
forget everything I said.
Swung on and missed.
I just lied on air.
Strike 2 on a fastball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Coles.
These are long innings.
They're getting longer.
I haven't seen anything like this in a while. Let's see. Again, Coles played in Game 1 here against the Raptors with a single, and then he was pinch hit for it in his fourth at bat. I forgot who that was.
Actually, the innings go both top and bottom together. Go about 15 minutes later.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Almost to the minute. And there's a fastball fouled off behind Coles. Still 2-2 count.
Went out runner on first base. Let's see how Coles does with runners on.
Well, we know he's got a grand slam. Does he not?
Yeah, I think you're right. Let me check. There's the 2-2 to Coles. Fastball outside, hitting the dirt there. Ball 3. 3-2 count now for Coles. Coles, let's see, with runners on base, is batting .273. He's had a grand slam with bases loaded there. Yeah, there you go. He has brought in 21 RBIs with runners on base. Well, obviously. Here's his 3-2, way inside with a fastball, ball 4. Another batter walk. It's 2 in a row. The runner's now in first and second with 2 outs. 1 out. Damn it.
Well,
darn it.
Meloan finding himself in some trouble here. His pitch count was very high in the first 2 innings, but then the second 2 innings was at about a normal rate. He went 19 pitches in 20, 12 and 12, but now in this inning he's already pitched himself into a dither. He's got 16 pitches and only 1 out, and that's going to bring up the top of the order, Brad Kuhn.
What's a dither?
Oh, you know, a dither, where you don't know east from west and north from south, or this way from that, or inside to out. You know, a dither.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Frontwards, backwards. What? Sideways, every which way to Friday, and you don't know any of them, and that's a dither.
So you're confused.
Well,
you're in a tizzy.
Right. What I'm saying is he can't pitch he's not getting his pitches to fall for strikes here, and he's getting tired of it.
Please just say that then.
Oh.
Here's the 0-0 to Kuhn. It's a high fly, pop fly out into the foul territory there in the berm. Strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 out, runners on first and second base.
Well, I wouldn't have had to say all the other things if you'd just known what a dither was in the first place.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Who doesn't know what a dither is?
I know what isn't there a musical instrument? A disc, something,
I don't know. I use a Discman.
No, that's not it. An instrument, Chris.
Well, there's music.
It's called a zither.
A zither? You mean a
I don't know. No, let me think. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kuhn. Outside fastball. Gets the corner. Strike 2. 0-2 count. Runners on first and second. 1 out. With runners in scoring position, Bradley Kuhn bats .393.
Wow, that's a good average.
Heck yeah, it is.
Bradley Kuhn due for a hit here. He's in the middle of his 10-game hit streak. Hits right-handed pitchers very well. A lot of singles. Talked about that already.
Here's his 0-2, and it's a slow curve that hits the outside corner. And Bradley Kuhn strikes out looking there. So 2 outs now for the Owls and runners on first and second base. Now batting Heinley Stacia, the shortstop. Stacia had the first hit on the night for the Owls.
Came around and scored with the home run. Right, Trumbo brought him in. The second at bat, he grounded into a double play to end the inning. So here he is facing his 0-0 pitch. You know what I think happened with Kuhn there? He got 3 strikes in a row, and he wasn't expecting that because the 2 batters in front of him walked. So he was going up there going, okay, I got some time. I'm going to take it and let him beat himself.
Interesting.
And the first pitch is a fastball outside for ball 1 to Heinley Stacia. 1-0 the count.
So Stacia's got runners in scoring position and 2 outs. He bats .237 with that situation. Here's the 1-0. It's a fastball inside, dropped. No runners go, though. Ball 3. 3-0 count. No, is that ball 2?
That's ball 2.
2-0 count. 2 outs, runners on first and second base. Heinley Stacia had the first hit on the game tonight for the Owls with his single. And then that 1-6-3 double play, grounding to the pitcher. He threw behind him to second base.
Getting awfully smoked from the barbecue area.
Yeah.
Hope the fans aren't too bothered by that.
Choking.
It's still staying a little bit high, so hopefully it's not really clouding them.
There's the 2-0, and it's a fastball that barely misses the outside. Ball 3. 3-0 count for Stacia.
And here, Brad Kuhn is in the dugout now going, gosh, why didn't he throw like that to me?
Right.
Because all these fastballs are missing just outside, just barely. And
Stacia hasn't had
here we are, 3-0.
Here's the 3-0 pitch now to Stacia. He shows bunt, pulls back, and an inside curveball misses. Ball 4, and Heinle Stacia gets walked. This pitcher has walked 3 batters into the bases loaded situation with 2 outs.
Right, this inning alone, 5 walks on the night in total, but 3 of them have come this inning. And now Dallas Morris comes to the plate. Dallas Morris, who has struck out twice, but is very due, much due for a home run. Well, I don't know. Can we talk about it with him? Will it be like the same thing when we talked about it for Trumbo?
Yeah,
Bam,
well, he bats .600 with bases loaded.
Wow.
He's had 1 grand slam and 10 RBIs with bases loaded. So 2 outs. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Morris. Lets this one fly. First pitch, the grounder to the shortstop, and the throw to second base is made for a force out at second. And that ends the bottom of the 5th. The Owls are still leading 3-1. Come on back.
This is the true story of flying wolverines. Once there was a smart doctor named Dr. Smart. One day at Utah Valley State College, Dr. Smart met some wolverines who wanted to learn to fly, but they had no wings. Dr. Smart said, "I can give you wings," and he started a professional flight school for the wolverines. He saw how the industry was growing, so he made room for more wolverines in his school. Soon he had a full staff of instructors and a fleet of aircraft to help teach hundreds of wolverines in Utah Valley. There were hundreds of other wolverines, though, living all over the country who wanted to learn to fly at such a great school. Dr. Smart told them, "Wings for you, too." Then he did something very unique. He made aviation courses available online. Suddenly, wolverines living far away could train at flight schools right in their own backyards and earn their bachelor's degrees from UVSC. Today, thanks to Dr. Smart and UVSC's Global Aviation Program, there are flying wolverines all over the world. You can learn about them at uvscaviation.com.
This message sponsored by the Salt Lake Radio Broadcasters Association.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with a no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 6th inning. The Orem Owls are leading 3-1 over the Ogden Raptors. Still pitching out there for the Owls, Adenhart, Nick Adenhart. There is action, though, in the Owls bullpen. Tim DeGeorgis warming up in the bullpen for the Orem Owls.
We hope Adenhart can get through this inning. This will probably be the last inning of work for him. He's done a great job tonight. He's only allowed 3 runners to reach base on 3 hits for the Raptors. No walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts in his 5 innings pitched so far, and he's going to be facing the top of the order, Adam Godwin. Adam Godwin has grounded out and struck out, one of the 7 strikeouts on the night.
Godwin batting .318. First pitch there. Fastball inside. Ball 1. 1-0 count for Godwin. No outs, no runners on. Infield, let's see. Dallas Morris at third is a couple feet away from the grass. Same with Trumbo over at first. 1-0 count now to Godwin. And Adenhart gets ready. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Lets it fly. And gets a hold of it. A blooped single there. Not quite a single. Blooped hit.
Albano comes up with it, yeah.
So a ground out there, technically, for Adam Godwin, right to second baseman Albano.
A ground out for all you people who are keeping track.
Right.
Technically, it hit the ground. He was thrown out. All that matters is there's 1 away now.
1 out for the Raptors, top of the 6th. The Owls still leading 3-1. They have no runners on base. Now batting for the Raptors, Jesus Soto, the second baseman. Batting from the right currently. He's a switch. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Soto. And that's a fastball that barely misses the going low. Ball 1, 1-0 count for Soto.
Well, if Soto's batting from the right, it would suggest to me that the Raptors aren't letting him switch and bat from the left, because switch hitters would normally bat from the left side against a right-handed pitcher, which Adenhart is a right-handed pitcher. Swung on a miss on a curveball, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Why wouldn't they let him do that?
It's the same reason for Billy Boyer. Billy Boyer comes into the season a switch hitter, and he was doing it at the beginning of the year, going back and forth at the plate. But the Owls hitting coach, Keith Johnson, has asked him to hit from the right side consistently right now. That doesn't mean that in the future he won't be hitting from the left side again, but for some reason right now they'd like him to just hit from the right side.
There's a fastball outside, ball 2, 2-1 count now for Godwin. Here comes his 2-1 pitch. Pardon me, this is Soto. Another one fouled down there. No, what just happened? Oh, that was passed below Martinez's legs. Catcher for the Owls. Ball 3. 3-1 count now for Soto.
This is about the worst count I've seen Adenhart get himself into. Usually he's ahead in the count and or gets it even.
Or even, yeah.
But 3-1, I don't think I've seen him do that so far tonight.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch now to Soto. Lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it. Grounder foul up the third base line there. That's strike 2. 3-2 count now.
It was a fastball, but he took quite a bit off of it. Only came in at 89. And Adenhart usually is throwing up there anywhere between 91 and 94.
Right.
I don't think I've seen a fastball come in under 90 so far from him until that one.
There's the 3-2 pitch now to Soto. And Adenhart lets this one fly. And it's a high pop fly. And it looks like it's going fair. Well, it's going foul, but it's in the field still. And Martinez makes the catch all the way back by the on-deck circle for out number 2. A high pop fly there. Martinez kept his eye on it. 2 outs now for the Raptors in the top of the 6th. Owls to lead 3-1. Fantastic. No runners on.
And here we go. Adenhart really doing the job tonight, putting down these Raptors batters. And he will now be facing Drew Locke, the left fielder. He has struck out, and he reached on an error. His last at bat. The time, Adenhart.
Yeah. So infield at regular depth now. Andrew Locke ready to go. And here comes the 0-0 pitch to Andrew Locke. Swing and a miss. Inside curveball, strike 1. 0-1 count to Locke. Sounds better if you say it like Sean Connery. Andrew Locke batting for the Raptors.
Most things sound better when you
That's true. Anything you said,
Connery.
golden. Here's the 0-1. Hard grounder foul up the third base line there into the Owls bullpen. Strike 2. 0-2 count now for Locke.
Here we go again with 2 strikes and no balls. So he's in a good position for another strikeout. Andrew Locke with 32 strikeouts and 153 bats. Well, 1 in 5 chance, but Adenhart, a very good strikeout pitcher so far tonight. There's a curveball low in the dirt, and ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like the Charlie Brown teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. No. I would like to join the spelling bee.
There's a 1-2 pitch now to Locke, and a grounder fair up the third base line. Morris scoops it up, makes the throw to Trumbo, and gets the out at first base. Beautiful charging play there by Morris. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the 6th. The Owls are still leading 3-1. Come on back.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta, Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone, Pepsi.
Pepsi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, Bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Stack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Stack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Stack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come stack out for yourself at the Love Stack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Stack.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Owls are still leading 3-1 over the Ogden Raptors. And it looks like still Malone out there pitching for the Raptors, going into his 6th inning of work.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have been a little... No, we got a change. I think it's 11. I could be completely wrong. It might be 10 or something of that nature.
I got an 11, David Horlatcher.
Is there a 10 there?
No 10.
Oh, it's going to be 11 then. I'm going to go with my gut feeling on the 11.
Okay, now pitching out there for the Ogden Raptors, number 11, David Horlatcher. Horlatcher is a righty from St. George, Utah. Is he? Yeah. He's an 8th-round pick in 2005. Horlatcher comes into the game with a record of 0-0, a 1.93 ERA, and 14 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, 9 walks.
Not too bad.
Yeah, a little bit of work, but all that work was high quality.
He's going to be facing the hero, and with good reason they take Meloan out before this batter. Mark Trumbo leading off for the Owls this inning. Mark Trumbo is 2 for 2 tonight. Oh, yeah, those 2 hits were home runs, both of them.
Right.
Driving all 3 runs for the Owls this evening. His first pitch is a fastball outside for ball 1.
1-0 count to Trumbo, no outs, no runners on base until at regular depth on the Raptors team. There's the 1-0 pitch to Trumbo. Another fastball. This time it hits the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1 count now. Trumbo batting .270 coming into the game tonight. He now has 9 home runs in the season and 44 RBIs. Here's his 1-1 pitch. And it's outside. Catches the corner with a curveball. Ball strike 2. 1-2 count for Trumbo.
I think the home plate umpire's gone, all right, it's not fair. This guy hits all of them over the fence. We'll make some of these shady calls on the outside part. And that one way far outside with the fastball. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Then again, in his last at-bat, Trumbo was down 0-2 or 1-2 in the count and popped that ball right out, correct, over center field.
Yeah.
This is a very deep center field, and straight away there's 408 to get to center field itself.
There's a fastball outside. Ball 3. 3-2 count now for Trumbo. Still no outs and no runners on base. Pitcher, Willetscher looking in. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Trumbo. Swing and a miss. Low curveball. Strike 3. And Mark Trumbo strikes out swinging this time.
First time they took care of him tonight.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're still winning. We'll take that.
Yeah, Al's still ahead 3-1 here at the bottom of the 6th. We now have 1 out, no runners on base. Now batting Flint Whitkey, the designated hitter. He has a strikeout tonight and a single. Whitkey's batting .296 coming into the game tonight. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Whitkey. Swing and a miss. Low curve. Strike 1. 0-1 count for Whitkey. Did Eric get to go and put it in order?
All right. 0-1 count to Whitkey. 1 out. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and it's the curveball that misses low and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Whitkey. Whitkey coming into tonight with a .296 average, as Joey said earlier. That's up a little bit. Last night singled and doubled in the game, I think.
Yeah, he was batting .279 last night. Yep. Here's his 1-1. Inside fastball gets the corner. Man, the low corner there. Strike 2. 1-2 count now for Whitkey. 1 out, no runners on base. Again, Whitkey, oh, man.
Got some people out there. Base hit, Whitkey. Base hit.
There's the 1-2. Fastball outside. Ball 2. 2-2 count now. Trying to remember where Whitkey is from. Don't tell me. I'm going to try to think of it on my own.
Okay.
Whitkey is from... here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball going outside. Strike 3. And again, Flint Whitkey strikes out swinging. That's 2 outs now for the Owls in the bottom of the 6th. We still lead 3-1. Now batting Brett Martinez, the catcher.
And that is 2... what did I just do there? That's 2 strikeouts and 2 batter space for David Orlatcher. That's interesting.
So far tonight, Martinez, strikeout and a ground out or line out into a double play. Here's his 0-0. Outside catching corner fastball, strike 1. 0-1 count. 2 outs, no runners on for the Owls. Martinez getting ready again.
So I'm coming up with a pitching line here for Mr. Pitch-A-Lot Meloan. 1, 2, 3.
And there's a fastball that hits the outside corner again. Strike 2. These are going way outside. 0-2 count for Martinez now. I don't know what the deal is with this ump. I think...
Maybe he has an appointment to keep.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
A hot date. Here's his 0-2, and it's fouled off there. Good, making a connection on a high fastball. Still the 0-2 count for Martinez.
Meloan tonight, the starter for the Raptors, pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Those 3 earned runs were on home runs, both of those. The first one, a 2-run shot to Mark Trumbo. The second one, a solo home run to Trumbo.
Now that one was a fastball more inside than the other ones, and it's ball 1. 1-2 count now for Martinez. Ooh, crazy times here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch now to Martinez, and lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it, a grounder fair at the third base line. Third baseman Mitchell's on top of it. Makes the throw to first. Out at first base. A ground out there for Martinez. That ends the bottom of the 6th. I'll still leading 3-1. Come on back.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophy. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardwear, the North Face, and Sierra Design, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owlz ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 quick-dry nylon river shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
KSRR Provo.
Yay, Back to the Future music. Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingers. Top of the 7th inning, the Owls are leading 3-1 over the Ogden Raptors. New pitcher out there for the Orem Owls. His name is Tim DeGeorgis. DeGeorgis comes into the game with a record of 3-1, a 2.76 ERA on 45 2/3 innings pitched, 55 strikeouts and 17 walks. Wow. A little change out there in the defense for the Owls, too. Center field now is Stantrell Smith. Right field is Josh Coles. Left field is Kuhn.
So they've moved all the outfielders over. Colby Overstreet now out of the game. He was the right fielder.
Yeah.
And Coles has moved over from left over to right. And, of course, Kuhn moving over to center, or from center over to left. Fun. Versatile outfielders is what we've got there. So we've got 3 innings left to play.
Yeah.
DeGeorgis going to take care of 2 of these innings at least and probably bring in Lynch after that to put it away.
DeGeorgis' last outing, he pitched 2 innings. He allowed 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 1. He will be facing Russ Mitchell, the third baseman. No outs, no runners on. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Mitchell, and he swings on an inside curveball for strike 1, trying to check it at the last second, but he was at the point of no return. 0-1 count.
There's no way that could have been checked. He wanted to swing.
His body was twisted around. Like Goofy when he pitches and he twists all around. Here's the 0-1 to Mitchell. Gets a hold of it. A grounder to third baseman Morris. There's a throw across the diamond, a rocket, and it's out at first base there. A ground out for Russ Mitchell. That's his second time grounding out to Morris tonight.
That's right.
So 1 out now for the Raptors in the top of the 7th. Owls still leading 3-1. They have no runners on. Now batting Jason Mooneyham, first baseman. Mooneyham is from Rancho Santa Margarita, California. 2 strikeouts in a row. Both of them swinging.
The pitching line tonight on Nick Adenhart. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 0 walks, and 7 strikeouts, and is in line for the win here should we hold on to this 2-run lead.
First pitch there, swing on an inside curveball, strike 1. 0-1 count for Mooneyham. Here comes his 0-1 pitch. Gets a hold of it, a high fly ball going out to center field, and Stantrell Smith cannot get to it, and it bounces in the gap in front of, behind Hindley Station in front of Stantrell Smith. And that's going to be a single for Jason Mooneyham, his first time on base tonight and his first hit on the night.
This little blue single out there. Stantrell Smith gets to most of those, and if he doesn't, Brad Kuhn gets to him. Very fast outfielders in center field and left field. But a blue single just barely gets him. Stantrell Smith playing shaded over to the left and pretty deep in the outfield, so it was going to be hard to get to him.
Now batting DJ Richmond. He's got a runner on first and 1 out. First pitch there, falls on the outside with a fastball for ball 1. 1-0 count for Richmond.
Let's go ahead and congratulate the Adenhart family. That's a great debut for Nick up here with the Owls coming up to us, and kind of a gift before the playoffs, thankfully.
Yeah.
Next pitch is a curveball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to BJ Richmond.
Still got a runner on first. That's Mooneyham. He's got only 1 stolen base on the season. There's a fastball inside, ball 3. 3-0 count now for Richmond. Let's see, Tim DeGeorgis Again, he's got the one-seamer and the four-seamer fastball. They both come in around 89 miles an hour. Here's a 3-0. There's a fastball high outside, ball 4. And Richmond gets walked.
Can't quite locate
Yeah.
it. So now the tying runs are aboard. Runners on first and second, and that brings up Iván De Jesús. Only one out. Infield is at double play depth. They'd like to turn 2 here. Iván De Jesús so far tonight, flied out to right, grounded out to third. Another ground out would be ideal.
Tim DeGeorgis also has a slider that he uses for a strikeout pitch, 77 miles an hour. He's from Tucson, Arizona. Went to Sahuaro High School and goes to Regis University studying business. The one out, runners on first and second base. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Iván De Jesús, and it's a curveball that barely misses the outside for ball 1. 1-0 count for De Jesus.
DeGeorgis pitches very low in the zone and uses that to get his strikes. Last time I was talking to him, I did say this. I think he talked about how frustrating it was that one inning, a part of the low part of the zone be a strike, and then the next inning it's a ball. Well, here you're seeing it between batters, and he's having trouble finding the zone here. 5 balls in a row.
There's a curveball outside there, ball 2. That one going low as well. 2-0 count, 1 out, runners on first and second.
So he's going to try to maybe use his resources to get the batters to swing on him and get the strikes that way, maybe. He's got finally Stacia coming out to him to give him a little tip on how the middle infielders are playing second base.
De Jesus at the plate right now for the Raptors. He has a fly out tonight and a ground out. And here comes his 2-0 pitch, and he gets a hold of it, a grounder to Heinle Stacia at shortstop, tosses it to second. Albano gets the out, tosses it to first. Trumbo gets the out. I don't know what Stacia said, but it did the trick. That's the double play there. That ends the top of the 7th. Owlz still leading 3-1. Come on back.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cederberg. Mr. Cederberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I look at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Good. What song is that?
For music, I believe that is Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound right?
I didn't hear it.
I know it's John Williams. Gotta be. Let's all be quiet for a second so we can hear that. You are listening to the Owlz, by the way, the Birds of Play.
Oh, Star Wars?
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be Indiana Jones. Okay.
So, thanks, Mike. Producer at
All right.
We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Owlz are still leading 3-1 over the Ogden Raptors. Now batting for your Orem Owlz is Stantrell Smith. He came in for Colby Overstreet in the defense, and now he's coming in on the offense. Batting 260, 27 RBIs, and 3 home runs for Stantrell Smith.
Slightly down lately. We haven't seen Stantrell. Last night he wasn't in the lineup. Tonight he wasn't in the lineup till now. So making that defensive substitution, but Stantrell suffering a bit of a slump lately, batting only 133 in his last 8 games.
Yeah.
Time to snap that slump.
0-0 pitch, fastball outside. He tries to chase it. Strike 1. 0-1 count, no outs, no runners on. Let's see. What was I going to say? Stantrell Smith.
Was it about Stantrell?
I think so. Here's the 0-1. High fastball swing and a miss there. Strike 2. 0-2 count for Stantrell Smith.
Was it?
I was going to say the pitcher. Still pitching his Horlatcher.
And why not? He struck out 2 and got the third one to ground out and had a perfect inning last inning.
Here's the 0-2 fastball. Hits the outside corner. Wow, that was really outside.
The very disputable corner.
Yeah. Dantrell Smith strikes out looking. 1 out now for the Owls in the bottom of the 7th. We still lead 3-1. No runners on. Now batting for the Orem Owls, Marco Albano, second base. Yeah, I was choking on my dignity.
Yeah. Glad you still have some.
Starting to come up. Marco Albano has been walked both of his at-bats. Here comes his 0-0 pitch, and it's a swing and a miss and a low curve. Strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 out, no runners on. Albano batting 209.
I think Marco's going to approach this at-bat a little bit differently than his first 2 at-bats.
Different more swinging.
Yeah. It's going to be harder. Horlatcher is pitching for strikes, and there's a fastball on the outside corner, very outside corner.
This outside corner against these right-handed batters is like, I can see it. I can see it in the left-hand batter's box.
Yeah.
I can see it going over
Definitely. It's good.
I don't know.
Foot over into it.
Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss, low fastball, strike 3. And Marco Albano, this time he swings on every pitch. Strike 3 swinging.
Well, I swung on 2 pitches. The second one was that outside.
You're right.
But now that this outside corner has become a strike, like way out there,
going to take advantage of it.
They have to swing.
Right.
They have no choice.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons. I don't know why this is. I would like to. I know I'm biased that I like the Owls. I want them to win. However, when it comes to being objective about the calling, the home plate calling and stuff, I'd like to think I'm a little bit unbiased there.
Sure, we're subjective.
I think so. Batting now is Josh Coles. Josh Coles has reached on an error and walked, so he's been on base twice tonight.
First pitch there, strike 1, swing and a miss on an inside curveball. There's a fastball that lands outside, ball 1. 1-1 count now for Coles. Because even when the Raptors do something, we always call ourselves on it. We're like, oh, that could have been a strike.
Yeah.
There's the 1-1, swing and a miss, low curveball, strike 2. 72-mile-an-hour curveball going real low.
But this is weird to me. To me, it honestly seems like that strike zone has been worse for us than for any of the teams we've ever played.
I agree.
And that's one of the reasons I think we've got the highest strikeout amongst our batters in the league is because of that. The strike zone is weird. It changes. There's a fastball fouled off, so still 1-2 to Josh Coles. So that strike zone is big, and they have no choice but to swing on that outside corner strike.
Because they've seen curveballs and fastballs where they don't chase them, and they go way outside. They're like, I got to chase those ones.
Occasionally, that strike zone will open up for some of our pitchers. Not nearly as much as it has for other pitchers, though.
And there we go. Fastball outside corner.
Same
gets
thing.
it. Strike 3 looking for Josh Coles. That's 3 strikeouts in a row. He has struck out the side. That ends the bottom of the 7th. Alsta leading 3-0. 3-1. Come on back.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross into the blue, by Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace. Serving all of Utah County, visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to the Birds of Play with the Wingmen.
Close enough.
We're in a John Williams little...
That's nice. That's the...
First we talk about the 80s. We get some Back to the Future, then Indiana Jones. Now we get just John Williams.
End credits of Jurassic Park there.
Where you go?
We're in the top of the 8th inning. The Owls are still leading 3-1. Now batting for the Raptors, Rick Taloa. First pitch there, inside curveball, misses, ball 1. 1-0 count. Tim DeGeorgis still pitching out there on the mound for the Owls. So far, DeGeorgis has allowed 1 hit and a walk. Here's his 1-0 pitch, and it's a grounder up the middle. Heinle Stacia, the shortstop, tries to dive, but it gets past him right up the middle there, and that is a runner on first. A single for Rick Taloa, his second time on base tonight with a single.
2 for 4. He has 2 of the 5 hits for the Raptors. Now, here's a fun stat. The Raptors have 5 hits and 1 run, but the Owls only have 4 hits and 3 runs. They sure made theirs count.
Yeah.
I guess you don't have to bring anybody home when the hits...
When 2 of them are home runs.
Right, when 2 of them are home runs.
So no outs, runner on first. Now batting for the Raptors, Kenshale Pujols, the catcher. And here comes his first 0-0 pitch there. And it's a curveball bouncing off of Martinez's knee. It rolls all the way into the dugout of the Owls. And runner takes second base. That's Taloa getting all the way to second on that pass ball.
All right.
Since he's a big guy, he couldn't go to third. He might have if it was a smaller guy.
It was. Well, even if it was a smaller guy and a speedier guy, I think I saw Brett Martinez throw up a signal saying it was almost, or would have been in the Owls bullpen.
Oh, sorry,
not bullpen.
Out of play?
Dugout, yeah, it would have been out of play.
There's the 1-0 pitch. There we go. Curveball hits the inside corner. That one tricked Kenshale something good. Came in real close. He scooted back, and it grabbed that inside corner. So here's the 1-1 pitch now to Pujols, and it's a curveball that barely misses the outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Runner on second. No outs for the Raptors.
Well, these look to be a little bit higher to me than they were last inning. DeGeorgis trying to hit that zone a little bit higher so that he can get him called for strikes, because he hasn't been so far. It seems to be the low part of the zones is what's taken out.
Sure.
And we're not used to pitching high and outside to get that corner. There's a swing and a miss on it. Sorry. A swing and a miss on a slider for strike 2, and there's I think he's using his changeup there, but it's not locating it very well. Falls outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Kings Hill.
Still no outs and a runner on second. Let's see, as a team, again, Ogden bats .279. Here's their 3-2 pitch, and it bounces off of Kenshale Pujols' helmet. An inside curveball. He tried to duck underneath it, but that one bounced right off of his helmet, and he gets a base for that, obviously hit by pitch.
There's some words there. He's saying some stuff to DeGeorgis on his way out. I tell you what, though, he's getting a warning now from the infield umpire. Kingshell is getting a warning. He's the batter that just got hit by the pitch. I don't think at all that Tim DeGeorgis meant to hit him. Tom Kochman out on the mound, and he's going to pull Tim DeGeorgis here. I thought Tim DeGeorgis, I have a feeling, will be frustrated, but if I'm Kingshell, I don't want to charge the mound on Tim DeGeorgis. Tim DeGeorgis is a big guy.
Right.
And Kingshell, even though he might be frustrated,
with him as well.
Yeah.
And looks like they're going to bring in a pinch runner for Taloa, who's on second base.
That's quite a size and shape difference there.
Yeah, now they're bringing in
number 8
Laurel when they have Hardy on second. You know what I mean?
Yep. Number 8, Stanley. What have we got?
I'm running. The big one, Stanley. That's my impression.
You don't need me.
I'll just play everybody. Number 8.
Yes.
Yeah, Parker Brooks. He played in the game last night.
Okay.
Mr. Brooks now
Younger
on second
guy,
base.
speedier guy, and on the mound now for the Owls, number 26, Kevin Lynch.
Oh, boy. Tom Kochman went out there and took care of Tim DeGeorgis, so Lynch comes in here, and that was Tim DeGeorgis' first hit batter.
Is that right?
Yeah, so it wasn't it's a fluke. It's not like
it's not
like he's got sticks or something like that.
If you're hitting more batters, maybe that's when it's not a fluke, because you just don't have as much control.
Oh.
The conference in the infield, Trumbo was the one that called everybody in, and Albano, Stacia, Morris, and Trumbo all sitting there discussing what's going on. There are runners on first and second base. Kevin Lynch now has to take care of the Raptors batters for 2 innings. They need 3 outs. Ideally, a double play would benefit them a lot here. They will be facing... Oh, I don't know. So what have you got over there, Joey?
Well, Kevin Lynch comes into the game with a record of 1-1, a 1.82 ERA on 29 2/3 innings pitched. He's played in 23 games, and he has 8 saves on the season, 31 strikeouts, 9 walks for Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch, again, our right-handed side-armed pitcher, almost a submariner, throwing from the, whoop. Oh, I can't show it on the radio, but you know what I'm doing.
I know what you're doing. And his last outing, and did he come in Ogden?
Yeah, he came in Ogden, and I think loaded the bases.
Because I here against the Chuckers, was it the Chuckers we played before Ogden? I think it was the Chuckers, and he struggled in the last outing I saw him in. Giving up a run to tie the game, 1 or 2 runs to tie the game.
4-4 or something like that.
I believe so, and that took us into extra innings. We're on top. The Owls winning 3-1 here in the top of the 8th. And Godwin shows a bunt and pulls back as a fastball misses ball 1.
So Godwin at the plate right now for the Raptors. He's got a runner on first and second with no outs. Lynch is pitching for the Owls. His last outing, he pitched 2 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 strikeouts. Here's his 1-0 pitch to Godwin. It's a bunt foul at the third base line. A lot of movement out there in the field. Everyone coming in. Morris to charge it. Trumbo to grab it. Runners going to their respective bases. So no outs. Runners on first and second, and now the 1-1 count for Godwin.
Should a sac bunt be successful here or one be put down into fair territory, the corner infielders Morris and Trumbo are the ones charging, and the middle infielders are heading for first and third base to cover those bags, and nobody's going to be covering second. Unless I'm not seeing something, and maybe Stantrell Smith seems to be creeping in. Maybe he would cover sort of second base. That'd be kind of fun. There's another bunt attempt, but that one's fouled off behind him. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes, and takes away the bunt opportunity for Godwin.
Sorry, I dropped a tomato on the ground.
Gosh, I know how that is, and it's terrible.
I think someone in the audience threw it at me.
You're kidding.
Boo. Well, I said a bad joke.
We are pretty bad. That's true.
There's another show bunt, and it's a bunt up the third base line,
and
it is foul. Wow. So still the 1-2 count with no outs and a runner on first and second. He's going to tire out his runner.
No. With a foul bunt there, he's going down. That's the third time now in just the last couple days. 1 out now with a foul bunt. They really, really, really wanted that sac bunt, and they ended up striking him out with a foul bunt.
Those silly Raptors. Bunts are for kids. So top of the 8th, Owls leading 3-1. The Raptors are at bat here with a runner on first and second and 1 out. Now batting will be Jesus Soto, the second baseman. Soto so far tonight, a strikeout, a double, and a pop-out.
Scored the only run. Got driven in the bottom of the 4th inning. The only run for the Raptors tonight. I'm sorry, the top of the 4th inning he got driven in.
It was an error RBI type thing.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It was kind of funny.
And when I say funny, I was laughing my guts out. I could hardly breathe.
Nice. Kevin Lynch pitching for the Owls. He's from Fort Pierce, Florida. Last played with Florida State in Tallahassee. Drafted in 2005. It says he bats left. It's weird. Here's his first pitch to Soto, and it's a curveball that barely misses the outside. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Again, Kevin Lynch also has that sinker, too.
He does. No, my father bats left but throws right. And he does everything left-handed except for that. A grounder, Morris picks it up and throws over to Albano at second base to get the force out, so out number 2. Stacia was in position for it, and Morris was charging hard and almost collided with each other. I think they're okay, but Stacio's saying, hey, look, I was right there. You didn't need to charge. So,
but that allows Soto to get on first base on the fielder's choice, so 2 outs, and now runners on the corners, and now batting Andrew Locke. For the Raptors, Locke so far tonight, strikeout. Got that, reached on an error and stole a base, which scored that run, and then a ground out his last at bat. He came in the game batting .288, down from up from .285 last night, where he had a single. Game 1, he had a single and a double. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Locke. There's the sinker, hits the outside corner, strike 1. Or is that just a regular curveball?
No, that was a sinker. You're right.
Okay, good. Strike 1, 0-1 count. That one has a big loop on it and then drops suddenly against his right-handed batter towards the outside of the plate. Here's the 0-1, and it's fouled down. This time, that's the curveball from Lynch, and that one's fouled into the Raptors dugout. Strike 2, 0-2 count already.
Well, Lynch is doing pretty well with these batters, being up ahead in the count. Not a strikeout yet, but he usually does get a strikeout here and there.
It seems to me that Lynch always has a lot of runners on base. Sometimes not his fault, but he's having to deal with a lot of runners on base.
And that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that just missed. A sinker that dropped just low of the zone and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sorry.
2. Yeah.
Joe making popcorn. Their runner goes. There's the 1-2, and it's fouled down. Yay! So a runner on first has to come back. That's Soto. Soto, let's see, he has 13 stolen bases. Wow!
That's going to be a tough one, but Martinez, a lot of runners caught by Martinez and gunned down out there. Now with the 2 outs, they can't just do that play where they run to second and try to get the throw down there so they can bring the runner into third. If the runner gets caught at second base, that's it.
Yeah.
Inning's over. So you can't play that kind of tricky ball there.
Don't want to do it. Runner goes. There's the 1-2, and it's slapped out in the left field. That one's a drop in the gap. And here comes a run scored in, and Soto going all the way to third base. That's going to be an RBI single for Andrew Locke, bringing in who pinch run for him?
That was Parker Brooks that came in.
Brooks came in for the run scored, and now the score is 3-2 in favor of the Owls here in the top of the 8th. The Raptors still have runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Well, that was made possible by that hit and run play. Now runners on the corners again, first and third. Otherwise, it would have just been first and second. Just a little bloop single out there, and that was enough to do it.
Second RBI in the night for Andrew Locke. He now has 30 RBIs and 2, well, not a hit, but his first real hit.
I guess there's only 2 players on both sides combined with any RBIs. That's Mark Trumbo for us, and it's Andrew Locke for the Ogden Raptors.
Now batting Russ Mitchell. First pitch, high, fly ball. And
that's catchable.
Actually, it's Sancho Smith going back to grab it.
Or Heinley Station,
pardon me.
Yeah.
And makes the third out there. So that ends the top of the 8th. The Owls are still leading 3-2 now. Come on back.
Okay, I have got to know. How do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to gotconcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quinn to Point of the Mountain. Find us at gotconcrete.com.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Moving right along with the birds of a feather.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Hey, birds in that song, too. Is that a Sesame Street song from a Muppet movie? I don't know. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Owls are now leading 3-2 over the Ogden Raptors. Looks like a new pitcher out there for the Raptors. We'll get a number 50. 50, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now pitching for the Ogden Raptors, number 50, Alvin Hayes. Hayes now pitching. He's a righty, 6'5", from Century City, Florida. 25th round pick in 2002. He's an old guy.
An old guy.
Alvin Hayes comes into the game with a record of 2-1, an 8.64 ERA on 25 innings pitched. But he does have 32 strikeouts, but 25 walks.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's a very bad ratio.
Yeah.
A 1-to-1 walk to strikeout ratio. Yikes. You want it to be at least 2, or 2 or above is 2 is about average. Anything above 2, you're doing a lot better with your control.
Now batting for the Orem Owls, top of the lineup, Bradley Kuhn. Kuhn so far tonight, a bunt fouled out and 2 strikeouts.
Not sure why they're taking out David Harlicher.
Yeah.
He struck out 5 of the 6 batters he faced and got through 2 innings perfectly.
First pitch there to Kuhn is a fastball, but he cracks it foul over the left field wall there over the berm. Strike 1. 0-1 count, no outs, no runners on. Infield close the grass. They know about Kuhn and his wacky bunts. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's another high fastball this time, ball 1. 1-1 count for Kuhn.
The Owls with a 1-run lead would probably like to put up an insurance run, maybe 2 here. to be comfortable going into the ninth inning.
There's a 1-1 pitch to Kuhn. Swing and a miss. Inside slider, I think. Strike 2. 1-2 count.
Kuhn has not reached tonight. He's struck out all 3 times technically. Right. 2 regular strikeouts, and then he had that bunt foul that got him out. But this threatens to snap his 10-game hit streak.
There's the 1-2 and a bloop grounder towards the pitcher. Catcher Pujols scoops it up, makes the throw to first base, and gets the out miraculously.
Yes, barely.
He was on the ground. He threw it low. First baseman Mooneyham had to scoop it off of the ground, but still manages to make the out. That was a tough one.
A hectic throw, and Kuhn almost beat it.
Yeah.
And Mooneyham had to dig it out of the dirt. I thought that was going to be the hit and continue the hit streak. But oh well. 1 out now for the Owls in the bottom of the 8th. No runners on. Now batting Heinle Stacia. Stacia's been on base twice tonight with a single and a walk. He's also grounded into a double play. First pitch there, swing, inside fastball, strike 1. 0-1 count to Stacia. 1 out, no runners on base. Following Stacia would be Dallas Morris. Dallas also having an irregular game and not reaching base tonight. Here's the 0-1 pitch, fastball, high, ball 1. 1-1 count.
I don't know what's going on. Sometimes you just see a strange game. And then, everyone does the opposite of what they normally do. I don't get it. There's the 1-1. That's a slider outside, ball 2. 2-1 count for Stacia.
The fact that one of these players, or 2 of these players, go hitless in the night, well, that's the law of averages. Sure. They're going to have their nights without a hit, but to do it this way with as many strikeouts as they've had, that is irregular for both of those batters.
Yeah, it's usually ground outs, pop outs, fly outs, that nature. There's another swing on an inside fastball, strike 2. 2-2 count now for Stacia. 1 out, no runners on. Here's the 2-2 pitch now to Stacia, lets it fly, and it's fouled down into the on-deck circle. Still the 2-2 count for Stacia.
Did you go over what Stacia did tonight? His single and stuff?
Oh, no, I didn't. Well, yeah, I did. I said he reached base twice and then grounded into a double play.
He did do that.
Walk and a single.
One of the many walks given up by the starter, Jon Meloan, for the Ogden Raptors.
Again, Heinle Stacia from the Netherlands, Antilles Islands, Williamstad, Curacao. I don't know how to say it right. But there's another player on the Raptors, Kenley Jansen, and they know each other.
That's right. We saw him in the first game of the series here at home. There's a check swing and a miss and drop strike 3, but the throw to first just barely gets him. Almost pulled Mooneyham off the bag. It was wide.
I don't know how he kept his foot on first base. Maybe glue.
Call him out. So strikeout. Strikeout number 1 on the night for Heinle Stacia. And 2 down now for the Owls.
That's 2 questionable outs at first base in this inning alone. Yep. Questionable. Bottom of the 8th, Owls now have 2 outs, no runners on. Now batting Dallas Morris, who should be getting a home run right now.
Any time now. Any second.
Any second now.
Everybody on the edges of your seats at home. Here's the 0-0 pitch and a fastball high for ball 1.
I paid for the whole seat, but I'm only going to use the edge.
That's the way I like to do it. Maybe you can get a discount next time you go to the movie theater for a thriller or come to one of these exciting baseball games. They're like, for your ticket, it's going to be $9 for a movie. It's ridiculous, but it's a suspense movie. I'm only going to use like 1/10 of the seat at most.
Top 3 inches. There's a fouled fastball behind us for strike 1. 1-1 count for Morris. 2 outs. No runners on base. Let's see how Dallas Morris has been doing his last couple games.
Not as good. Yeah. Slump for Morris.
200 over his last 5 games batting. Here's the 1-1 to Morris. Way outside with a fastball. Now there's the pitch that usually hits that strike zone, but it didn't that time. This new pitcher, 2-1 count now.
Well, thankfully.
Yeah, thank goodness.
That means as soon as one of those gets called a ball outside, then Morris knows he doesn't have to swing at it. But then again, it's still tricky. Sometimes it still gets called.
There's the 2-1, and that was the weirdest pitch I've ever seen. A slider that hit the dirt in front of Dallas Morris and bounced all the way to the Raptors dugout for ball 3. 3-1 count. Looked like it ricocheted off of a trampoline or something.
Well, here we go. Dallas has a very good hitters count now. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yep.
If the home run's coming, this very well could be it. Not a home run, at least a hit. He's been hitless tonight, as we've already said. Right. Couple strikeouts and a ground out. Not the regular thing for Dallas.
Here's the 3-1 pitch to Morris, and he cracks it over the left field wall. Foul, though. Man, that was a long foul ball.
That reached the pond.
Yeah, that would have been
the home run had it been a split second later to straighten it out down the left field line.
Gee, that was huge.
Instead, it is a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That was more of a line drive almost. It was such a laser. Here's the 3-2 to Morris. And an inside curveball misses, ball 4. And Dallas Morris gets on base first time tonight with a walk.
Well, he ends up reaching, but my goodness, that just wanted that home run.
Yeah.
Here's Mark Trumbo now.
2 outs, runner now on first base. Now batting Trumbo. Trumbo is 2 for 3 on the night. Home run, strikeout. Man.
So if he hits it, it's going to go over the fence.
Right.
I don't know.
That's how you do it.
Wouldn't that be awesome if he just had 3 home runs in the game?
I've got to look in the Pioneer League stats thing to see if that's ever been done in a game. We have a record book of all that. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Trumbo, and it's a fastball that misses high. Ball 1, 1-0 count, 2 outs, runner on first.
Interesting. Seems the strike zone has shrunken here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Morris on first base for the Owls has 4 stolen bases on the year, so he does run sometimes.
Yeah.
I think he's been caught twice is all.
Yes.
Hey, I'm good. Maybe?
No, 3 times.
Ah, shucks.
There's the 1-0 to Trumbo. Swing and a miss, slow curve, strike 1, 1-1 count. Morris and Trumbo both with only a small amount of stolen bases, but really good base runners. When they're out there, they can charge like the best of them.
You don't want to risk injury to your power hitters.
Right. There's the 1-1. The fastball outside. There's a throw to first base. Morris still safe by a hair, diving back into the first base bag. And that's strike 2 for Trumbo.
That was a good idea by Kingshill Pujols. Just barely missed.
1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first base. I want to see how Trumbo does with runners on base.
He did pretty good his first
Probably
back.
like a million. Runners on base, 304.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost the best on the team. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Trumbo, and lets this one fly. Outside fastball, barely misses, ball 2, 2-2 count. You have to take into account, though, that Trumbo has had 200 and...
I think he's got the most at-bats
289 at-bats, most on the team. See, Patrick Riley with runners on base bats 321, but Riley's only had 114 at-bats.
That's a very good amount of at-bats for a player in the short season single A. And that one...
There it is. That's
all right, they decided to call it this time.
Strike 3 looking. Another strikeout for Mark Trumbo. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 8th. Owlz still leading 3-2. Come on back.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Fully free. It's Beto's time.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learned an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in the classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. You know, it's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what is it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Top of the 9th inning. Owlz still leading the Raptors 3-2. And Kevin Lynch still out there in the mound for the Owlz, trying to get another save on the season. This will be his 9th if he gets it. Leading off this inning for the Ogden Raptors, Jason Mooneyham, the first baseman. So far, Mooneyham has had a single and 2 strikeouts. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Outside, real far with a curve. Ball 1, 1-0 count to Mooneyham.
My brain went dead for just a second, but it is now alive again. Lynch pitches slightly better to right-handed batters than to left-handed batters. Mooneyham is a lefty. He'll be followed by Richmond, another lefty. So we'll see what happens there.
There's a curveball fouled back. Strike 1, 1-1 count for Mooneyham. No outs, no runners on base. Infield playing pretty far back on the grass. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Mooneyham. Lets this one fly. It's a curveball outside. Ball 2, 2-1 count. Mooneyham batting .280 coming into the game tonight. He's been pretty active against this series against the Owlz. He's had 2 singles and an RBI against the Owlz. Here's his 2-1 pitch. It's a grounder to Heinley Stacia. Hard hit, but he throws it to Trumbo and makes the out at first base. Ground out there to Heinley Stacia for out number 1.
All right, 1 up, 1 down. 2 outs away from the end of this game now, and the Owls clinging to this 1-run lead.
Yeah, this is
3-2 in the top of the ninth.
Raptors' last chance to tie it up here. There's 2 more at-bats. Well, could be more, but we hope it's only 2 more at-bats. B.J. Richmond, right fielder, now at the plate. 1 out, no runners on. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Richmond. Lets this one fly. It's a sinker that hits the inside corner. Strike 1. 0-1 count now. Bam!
Very important to be up in the count. And it's been worrying me a little bit with Lynch lately. Struggling slightly with control. I'm hard of breathing here. And there's a fastball outside. Misses the corner for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, again, Richmond, a left-handed batter. That ball was as far outside against the lefty as the other pitches have been against those right-handed batters that have been getting called for strikes. So,
yeah. There's a slow curve way outside, ball 2. 2-1 count for Richmond. The curve from Lynch there was 71 miles an hour. There's the 2-1 way inside with a fastball, ball, strike 2. 2-2 count now, evening it up there. 1 out, no runners on.
That got it. And the fastball, I think, is the funniest pitch out of the whole group.
Yeah.
Because those curves and sinkers, they seem to go more straight up and down. That fastball comes at this strange diagonal.
Yeah.
From low to high, or from an even plane just across the plate. And it's just weird. I love it.
It's great to watch. 2-2 to Richmond. 1 out. Here comes his 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled off into the berm there. Hard hit, laser out into the foul territory.
Sure hope somebody up there had a glove to pull that in and not get hit.
Some kind of steel face.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe one of those kids with the braces with headgear to deflect it.
He always knew it would help him in some way, even if it doesn't get the girl. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Richmond. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Strike 3. And B.J. Richmond strikes out swinging. We are now 1 out away from winning this game here in the top of the ninth. The Owls are leading 3-2. The Raptors have 2 outs and no runners on base. They're making everyone stand up out there. They usually stand up when their team is winning. Most stadiums I've seen. It's kind of a, I don't know why they do it.
I think the post-game wrap-up is going to be nice and easy.
Yeah.
Nothing weird happening with the relief pitchers, and I think it's very clear.
Yeah, very few pitchers in the game tonight. Usually I see like 12. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Iván De Jesús, and it's a fastball. It hits the outside corner. That's a strikey 1. 0-1 count to De Jesus.
And, folks, that was a true outside corner, too. That's not that far outside corner.
No, that was a good one.
A very good pitch.
Against this right-handed batter, De Jesus. He's actually a switcher. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Low curve. Strike 2. We are 1 pitch away, 1 strike away, 1 out away from winning this game here and helping us clinch our playoff journey. This will help us greatly if we win this game out here. It will get us a good edge to go into the playoffs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside with a curveball hitting the dirt there. Ball 1. 1-2 count.
Well, folks, I'm going to call a win early here. Casper has lost. We have that confirmed. Casper has lost tonight. So a win here puts us 3 games up on Casper. Is that right?
Well, they'd have to lose they lose 1 more. We win. We go to the playoffs.
If they lose 1 or if we win 1 more after tonight, given we win this, we're 1 strike away from it. But that's it. That would be settling up the playoffs picture and clinching our berth in it.
1-2 pitch is fouled off there. High curveball that he cracks over the right field wall. 1-2 count still for De Jesus.
The way the Owls have been playing the Raptors lately, it might be a tighter series than what otherwise would have been suggested earlier in the year. The Owls are only 5-9 against the Owls on the whole season. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Strike 3. Owls win it 3-2 here in the top of the ninth. Come on back to the post-game show, everybody. What a game.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta? No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's. Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen.
Cindy.
No, man.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with the no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew, and it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
KSRR Provo.
Okay, that's great. Welcome, kids, to the show. Let's learn about the letter H. We're in the post-game wrap-up, folks. The Owls win it 3-2 over the Ogden Raptors, taking Game 3 in this 4-game series against the Rappy Raptors. Final score of the night: Owls with their 3 runs off of 4 hits and 1 error. The Raptors got their 2 runs off of 6 hits with 1 error. So that puts the Owls' record now at 19-16.
Yep. And again, Casper has lost. We've already talked about this. We are 1 win away from clinching a spot in the playoffs, or 1 loss for Casper away from clinching that spot. I think we'll get it. We have to win 1 out of 3 games. That's pretty good odds.
Yeah.
And 1 more game here against Ogden. That's tomorrow night at 7:05, and then we go off to play the Idaho Falls Chuckers for 2 games up there. Winning pitcher tonight, in his debut with the Owls, Nick Adenhart.
Yeah.
He's now 1-0. Again, he went 6 innings, only gave up the 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 7 strikeouts. There's a good walk-to-strikeout ratio. 7. Losing pitcher tonight, the starter for the Ogden Raptors, Jon Meloan. He's now 0-2 on the season. He gave up the 3 runs, both of those with home runs. Kevin Lynch came in and got his save, the 9th save on the season for Kevin Lynch. Pitching the 8th and 9th innings to get us out of that. And unquestionably, player of the game has to be Mark Trumbo. Mark Trumbo went 2 for 4. 2 home runs and drove in all 3 Owls runs and scored 2 of them himself.
He scored 2/3 of the runs.
He pretty much beat the Raptors all by himself. Mark Trumbo, everybody, player of the game.
So that does it for tonight out here for the Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. These Owls radio broadcasts are brought to you by The Clean Home, J&J Services, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, Escape Motorsports, Stevens Henniger College, All Pro Tires, and Jack's Tire and Oil. Tune in tomorrow night. Game starts at 7:05 here at the home of the Owl Stadium against the Ogden Raptors. My name is Joey Hurley.
And I'm Chris Peterson.
Reminding you never to leave your wingmen. Have a good night, everyone.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.